Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. What's good? What's popping? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in.
Let's
Listen, before we
go.
even start our
Whoa, whoa,
conversations,
whoa,
let's just
whoa,
get
whoa,
the
whoa.
pleasantries
Wait,
out of
wait,
the
wait,
way.
wait,
Hi,
wait,
Germ. Hi.
wait,
Hi.
wait, wait, wait.
Wait,
Look
what?
at this shirt that Cash is wearing. Isn't that freaking clean? It matches the hat. I just have to shout that out.
Yeah. There's some
You can't
some
just pop on the
synergy.
screen and us not be like, man, look how clean you're
Let-
looking today.
Yo, chat. Are
I
y'all seeing a
try. I
delay
try.
in the audio and video from Cash and Maury?
No.
Oh, it went away. Good. It went away.
Okay.
I was seeing visual audio delay.
Oh, okay. No.
I'm
We
saying,
good.
like, Cash looking clean. You looking crisp.
Very nice.
All right, yeah.
Thank you,
I wasn't
thank
just
you.
gonna let that just pass over like that, you know.
But in any case, welcome in, guys. Welcome to Gamer Actual, the weekly podcast that talks about the biggest in gaming news. You can find us on all major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcasts and Spotify, with a visual version of this podcast being available on youtube.com/GamerActual. This podcast is also brought to you in part by the guys over at X Elements. To find out more about X Elements and what they do, just check out the Cliff Notes. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know the pleasantries, bro.
You know what's
But
up.
without further ado, I'm your boy Cash. And with me tonight, we got the Maury, Vita.
What's up, sexy man? How you doing?
GWT Maury.
Yeah, I
Artless
love how
and Germ. Welcome in, folks. How are y'all doing, fellas?
I'm doing chilling. I apologize for the somewhat lower than usual quality audio wise and for the Wi-Fi, but I'm doing my best out here.
Nah,
No,
you're good.
Germ, your sensual voice just cuts through any mic issues. I mean, my
Wow.
God, I love listening to this guy talk chat. You know what I mean?
I love Maury when you're throwing these compliments. So you just lead in right into the mic, like it's like
he's getting sensual. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be intimate. If I'm gonna compliment one of the guys, it's gonna be an intimate compliment.
But how are you doing tonight? How are we doing, fellas? How we doing?
Heartless. You know, we got a hot list returns from the grave. What's up,
I
Heartless?
am back.
Bro, I need you to know, Heartless. I literally thought you died, bro. No. I'm not even kidding. So here's the thing, though, is that Heartless is like, he's so on the money with everything that when I didn't see him come in, I was like, there's only one way this could happen. Heartless has to be gone, and I'm gonna have to pay for a plane ticket. No. Fuck you, pussy. Because in my head, I was like, fuck, now I gotta buy a plane ticket to go to this motherfucker's funeral. Selfish ass bitch had to die on me. You were fine.
Minutes in, we're already doing the expletives. Gotta love that.
Oh, yeah. No.
Right at top. It's fine. You can get bleeped. We can get bleeped in post. It's fine.
Cash, how come you pin every cool message that pops up, but I don't see you pinning up this all germ is the best germ one? Like, come on, Cash, comment back.
It says all germ or AI germ. I don't know what these are.
It could be both, but yeah. But yeah.
All
Come
that
on,
said,
man.
Heartless, I'm so happy you're here. I love you, man.
Yeah, I'm happy I'm here too. But it's funny because Hades said, yo, they had another tan man with a beard and long hair to fill in, and that shit made me laugh because
That was funny as fuck.
That is pretty funny.
By the way, shout outs to Hades, man. Shout outs to Hades. It's always a good time to have Hades in here, bro. He's probably one of our most consistent viewers, low-key. I'm not even gonna front.
That goes across all the channels. Like, he's one of the first 5 people that pops up in any channel. That amongst all of us here. Like, shout out to him.
Shout out to Hades, bro. Yeah, but yeah, guys, how we doing tonight? How we doing?
Doing good, feeling good.
Chilling.
Back.
This is actually pretty
We got some
good.
exciting topics tonight.
It was
A lot of good topics.
It was a pretty dope week in terms of just gaming in general. Lots of cool stuff that happened.
2XKO.
Yeah,
2XKO, baby. It's an adjustment for 2XKO.
The game, I think we all have a lot to say about the game. I mean, there's a lot of positives and a lot of negatives that are going all with it. I'm really excited to dive into it. Yeah.
Okay. You've been playing it, Jerm?
I haven't had a chance to play it because of this stupid Wi-Fi, but the game looks dope as fuck. I've watched a lot of gameplay.
All right, so we could get into that because we actually have a segment that we're going to be talking more about 2XKO. But you guys know by now what we do here. Usually we start off with, what are you guys playing? So what are you guys playing this week?
Go ahead, Maury. Lead us off.
Maury.
I want to hear what's up in the beautiful world of Maury Vita.
Dude, it was a busy week. So I think there was like 2 days this week I did play video games, but if you can hear my voice shot again, it's because I got to officiate my brother's wedding this past weekend. Yeah, big moment. But the 2 days I did play, I ironically, for whatever reason, and it's really not that ironic, there's a movie coming out this Thursday night that I could not be more excited for. Do you guys know what that movie is?
No.
Oh no.
It's a horror movie.
Is it gaming related or is it just
It's a horror movie? What horror movie is that?
It's a horror movie.
It ends with us?
No. Oh, it does end with us. It does end with us.
That's not a horror movie.
No, that's the name of the movie. No. And It Ends With Us is not a rom-com, by the way. Fun fact. I'm not even going to spoil it for anybody.
When you said that, I was like, yeah, that sounds like a rom-com.
No.
But it's not.
No. You missed it, guys. Listen. He said,
Alien?
"This ends.
No,
does it end with us? It does end with US." Okay. It had the franchise had a game made for the franchise in 2014. First person horror.
Alien?
Yeah. No.
Alien Romulus. There you go. And so this week, in preparation for Alien Romulus, I played some Alien Isolation. And it was a great time.
You were born in the wrong decade.
Zeely actually said it in the chat. Shout out to Zeely.
Yeah.
He did
I wish
shout out to
Alien
Zeely.
Romulus.
I wish Maury, you would have been born in the 80s. You would have loved the Alien.
Also, welcome back, Zeely. It's been a minute, bro. Miss y'all over here,
Yeah,
man.
we love when Zeely's around.
Yeah.
What's up, Zeely? Dude, and thank you, Zeely. You helped these morons figure it out a little faster than they would have on their own.
Hey, theaters are dead. No one watches movies anymore.
You're right. The theaters are dead, but I will be there Thursday. So that's what I was up to. Alien Isolation. What about you, Germ? What were you playing this week?
Germ?
It's all right.
I've only been playing my Switch. I haven't been near my console this week, but Someone's an echoes, but someone's got an echo. But the I've been playing the Switch. Tomba, I did buy it for the Switch, so yeah, I've been I already
Man.
bought that game last week. So it's awesome.
Okay. How much is it?
It's fun. It's $19, $20.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah,
That's
it
not
didn't
bad.
break the bank. Yeah, I've been enjoying that a lot. And Unicorn Overlord and Slay the Spire. Those are the games I've been playing because I can't get into my console right now, even though I want to play 2XKO. So
Damn. All right, before we even continue, shout outs to Zeely for the resubscription and shout outs to Bello for the resubscription. Bello's been subscribed for 18 months. Zeely's been subscribed for 4. Shout outs to both of y'all. I love y'all for that, bro.
go.
Thank y'all. But yeah. So Tomba, right? I actually requested to get some kind of a review copy because I want to try it out, but I haven't gotten a response.
I want to be.
I'll probably just buy it because if it's $20, I could just buy it.
I want to keep it with you guys with the homies. You guys are the homies, so I want to make sure that you guys understand this has got 90s jank in it. It's like an old PlayStation 1 title. Just keep that in mind when you're playing it. But
I think it's just it's a remaster, right?
It's essentially a remaster / port of the original.
I think it's more of a port than it is a remaster. I think because based on how it looks, it doesn't look like they have made any kind of like graphical improvements.
No enhancements in that. It's just kind of more just quality of life, adjustments. Which I have to say, if you guys are gonna play the game, the console version is probably the peak way to play it. And I'll say not because of graphics or anything like that. It's because something for the Switch is fucking dumb because. You know how A and B, like sometimes B will be to select things, but when you open the menu, it reverses. A becomes the way to select things. So I keep accidentally closing menu over and over and over again. And that's so far been frustrating, but the console doesn't have that problem. So,
okay.
Yeah. So that has been so console's the peak way to play. Just for that one thing. I hope that gets patched out, to be honest. But the game is it's got that 90s jank. But the game feels buttery smooth to actually play once you kind of get a feel for it. And what I love about it doesn't hold your hand how to solve puzzles. You kind of got to use your brain and kind of be like, oh,
low key, Jerem. Most games from the 90s never do.
Yeah,
it
so
never
used to going for it. Like it makes you really think about like if you're like a person will say to you in a dialogue, be like, oh, like don't. There's these mushrooms that make you laugh or cry. That's an element of the game. And some guy would be like, oh, you can't get past here, but don't cry about it. But then you have to put that in your mind, like, oh, I need to go get the crying mushroom and then go to cry in front of this guy, and then he'll let me through. Like those are. It's not like direct. It's got hints.
Common sense.
Yeah,
it's got, yeah.
So it's got those elements of gameplay which I absolutely love, where it's not holding your hand. So
yeah, so I think Breath of the Wild is very similar to that in a sense where when you speak to people, they'll give you hints like that. And you just kind of have to really like, what is he actually saying here?
Well,
and
also,
then you figure it out.
The point where when you actually have to read the speech bubbles, you know what I mean? Like a lot of games, we just kind of skip through the speech bubbles because we just want to play the game. It's not like that with this one. You actually have to read it, or you'll miss something important. I'm
gonna be honest. I hate reading speech bubbles, and I feel like, and I mean like forever. But since Zelda, bro. Since Zelda,
you can't skip them.
You can't skip them. You can't skip them. Yeah. No, I never said I don't like. So I never said I didn't read them, but I just hated reading them before. But now with Zelda, I'm so invested. Like I want to learn more.
That's how it feels. A very Japanese way to make a game, and you know what I mean? Like it's not so much gameplay, but in like setting the stage dialogue wise, it's very Japanese JRPG way to play a game.
Yeah, because that's where a lot of the world building takes place.
Yeah. So. But I can't hype the game up enough, but I do want to just be clear, some of these Gen Zers may not like the game because it's not a hand-holding kind of game. I want to be clear about that. But if you like old platformers, this is great. Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. And Heartless, how about you?
Yeah, One Piece.
Oh, you were done. My bad.
I've been playing Under Night and 2XKO and Street Fighter, of course, but I've been trying. After Evo, I said I was going to diversify, so I've been getting my hands in other games, learning some stuff.
But you haven't diversified in one regard, Heartless.
Yeah.
Yes, side scrollers, right? Right?
Hold on.
Right.
Wait.
Right.
Doesn't he owe us a platformer, guys?
Yes, he does. Prince of Persia: Lost Crown.
As
I owe
of
you guys. I owe you guys my
Matter
life.
of fact, you need to shout out Prince of Persia: Lost Crown right now.
Crash, if you look at the notes, there's a certain game that is in the
That's
rapid fire section.
That,
I put
that's
that
exactly
there
what
on purpose to call
But
out
wait. No, but I need him to shout it out right now. There's a reason for that. Heartless, matter of fact, Jeremy, I want you to say, what is coming to PC, Steam this week?
So we're just gonna go all the way down to the bottom of our notes here.
Yeah, just quickly point that out.
Persia, the Lost Crown.
It's coming to PC. It's coming to Steam
this month.
Yeah.
It's coming to Steam this month. So Heartless, you have no more excuses.
None whatsoever.
I will keep that in mind.
None whatsoever.
Bro,
and we need to. No, we're not keeping things in mind. You're playing the game.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're trying to dodge it. You're trying to dodge.
I'm not trying to dodge it. My bank account has fully dodged it. I don't know.
No, but we said we were gonna. We said we were gonna help you get the game, though. We did say that.
Listen, we will put together a little community get together to crowdfund.
Heartless has to beat the game. By the way, he has to beat the game.
Bro, I'll beat the game in one night.
You think so?
Yeah, the game's got about what?
Yo, the game's difficult.
Good luck.
No, forget that. The game's not easy. The game's difficult. And again, it's like a fighting game. I'm gonna tell you right now. It is like a fighting game.
You see me in Street Fighter, bro?
Okay, cool. All right.
Okay. Yeah. It just took you 2,000 hours to master Jury, but okay.
I mean,
so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna all come together. We're gonna throw some money in the pot for Heartless, and I'm not talking about the chat. I'm talking about us hosts, and we're going to make him see if he can beat it in one night. We're gonna see.
Look at the price of the game.
Right.
Was it like about $40 right now?
It was like 40. It was 40. It was 40.
Yeah. So probably right now it's about 40, I bet. So
the game is $40.
So
yeah.
You guys
It's
are
not expensive.
diabolical.
So
Nah.
the Patreon, what is it? $5 for the Patreon, right? $3?
Yeah.
$5. Okay, so $5.
$3. The first tier is $3 on the
so
Patreon.
what is that? 20 Patreon subs. If we get 20 of those, that money is going to go towards getting this game for Heartless.
Oh,
that'll be our first.
Zealy said it's on
Zealy
sale.
says it's on sale. Really? Oh,
What's it at, Zealy? What's it at on Steam? I didn't know that it had a price drop.
So there you go.
By the way, Reaper, what's good? Welcome in. Welcome in, Reaper. Welcome in.
Well, I'm just saying, as Heartless, we're not going to let
Friend of the show.
We got it.
No, you got to play. I really want him to specifically play that game, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, because I really feel like he's going to enjoy it.
So, Cash, you have a challenge you're working on. Maury, you have a challenge you're working on. Heartless,
wait, what's my challenge? What's my challenge?
99.
Oh, it's 40% off.
99 platinums.
Yes, that is.
And touching grass. So we'll skip over that.
Wait, it is? It's 24. Wait a minute, it's 40% off?
There you go. So no challenge has been thrown in my direction, fellas. So we need you guys in chat to come up with like a really solid.
Yeah, he's right, bro. The game is on sale, Heartless.
That's crazy.
Wow. So hold up. Let me make sure that I've got this right. Right now, Heartless is 5 episodes behind on his challenge.
Oh god.
Cash, you have to play Elden Ring by episode 30.
Yes.
Right.
So 5 more episodes.
And then before the end of the year, I have to hit 99 platinum trophies.
It's not. There's no time limit on that one. When you hit 99, it is. There's no time limit on that.
Tough.
Yeah, you're right, Zealy. It is an introductory offer because it just hit Steam. That's why they usually do that with a few games because No Rest for the Wicked, they also had like something like that, like an introductory price.
I gotta get a PC.
Yeah, I've been ducking a challenge. I need you guys to throw a challenge. Come up with something creative. Throw it my way.
I think we had one. We just need to figure it out. Heartless, I want you to really like look at gameplay for this game though. Like Prince of Persia: Lost Crown is such an amazing game, bro. And they're about to drop DLC in September for the game, and I think it's gonna be free.
Nah, listen.
Yeah,
my deal ends at the main game.
Oh no, you can play the main game, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna enjoy the main game. I'm not even asking.
Yeah, the challenge was he has to do one platformer stream. So you usually stream about 4 or so hours, Heartless. So you have to dedicate one of your streams to the game. That's the deal.
No, but I want him to beat the game though.
Yeah, but I think he'll get addicted and he'll want to do it on his own.
Yeah,
That's
German's trying to cut this easy.
Yeah,
Right.
That
No,
was the
no.
deal. That was the deal when we first came up with it. You had to do a
It was.
platformer.
No,
stream.
he needs to beat the game, and he needs to beat it on the Gamer
we're
Actual
we're not
YouTube
spending
channel.
$40 to play the game one time.
Exactly. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. He has to
Yeah.
beat the game. We're not
But-
doing that.
I
By the
think he'll
way-
get addicted to the game and he'll want to beat it on its own.
I hope so. I hope so.
I have something for Germ. When it is Germ's challenge, which I would assume would be episode 35 or 40. That's up to
Mhm.
us to decide.
Let's make it
We-
40. For me.
What game does
ready.
Germ not
Get ready.
like?
Get ready.
What?
Get ready.
We have 15
What?
episodes to cook
Get
something
ready.
up.
Get ready.
What?
I already have it.
Leisure
gotta
Suit
get-
Larry?
No. Get ready. He has to get plat in Overwatch 2. Plat.
Flat in Overwatch.
He doesn't
2.
play. He doesn't play
Nah,
multiplayer
he has
games.
to get Grandmaster top 500. Chill.
You
Oh,
were
Jesus
asking me to
Christ.
probably dedicate 2,000 hours to a game. Like that's not
No.
a fair challenge.
No. Plat is manageable. Plat is very manageable. You would probably have to put in.
Oh,
like,
you're talking about a
30.
rank? That's a rank or the
Yeah.
platinum trophy?
It's a rank.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
rank.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Challenge until something new comes up. That's the new challenge. Challenge
Sure.
accepted.
Sure.
Okay. But yeah. So yeah. We already covered it. Heartless said he was playing. I feel like we just kind of lost track. But yeah, getting back on track. So Maury. No. Why am I off right now? Let's talk about the games that released this week, but we can either skip that and talk about the alpha
Yeah.
and then do that because we kind of brought it up already. And that is 2XKO. Guys, how are we feeling about 2XKO? Maury, have you gotten a chance to like look at the game? I'm pretty sure you didn't sign up for
I
any
don't think
codes
it's
or
beginner
whatever.
friendly.
It's not
Ooh.
beginner friendly?
I don't think
Really?
so. No.
Yeah, why?
Agree with
Why?
Heartless.
I don't think tag team games in general are beginner friendly. Like
I agree with
like
Heartless to a point. But
Riot.
I do want to say though that it is in the alpha state, so
Mhm.
don't judge it in the current state. You know what I mean?
Will there be a solo mode? Is also another question I have now that I played the game.
There is a
Puffer
solo
said
mode.
no.
There
Remember
is?
when we had him on? He said
Like
there
a
was-
single character? I think it's always tagged. No.
Yeah. Puffer said no.
No. Oh, I thought you meant 1v1s.
Yeah.
Puffer said as of now they said there was no plans. Yeah. No plans for that when we had him on the show, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I
Mhm.
think the game's going to be a competitive game first before it gets solo content.
I'm sure because it's very new. It's very different. So I can see how it is. The only thing I don't know if competitively it would allow teams. I don't know, but I do think that would be a very like interesting concept.
But I do.
We've
think,
never had that in fighting games before. We've
I
never
agree
had
with
that.
Heartless that the game is in a rough state right now, balance wise. The game's
Mhm.
kind of broken. It's in a very broken state right now, actually.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of touch of death. There's like so many touch of death combos out there right now. The attacks feel really meaty, overheads feel really strong. Yeah,
And there's a lot of OTGs for
yeah.
some reason. Like I feel like if your character falls, you can actually do an OTG of every move. It looks like based on what I've been seeing. Am I the only one who's getting that experience? Heartless, have you gotten that experience in what I'm talking about?
I mean, you can catch people off the ground with a lot of stuff in the game. That's just, I think that's just a part of like the nature of the game, though.
Yeah.
It makes for cool combos. Why are TODs a bad thing?
Because if someone catches you with a TOD, that's it.
Well, I think they're a bad thing when it comes to engagement in the long run of a game, health of a game in the long run. The more TODs there are, the less chances the game will be successful in the long run. But stuff like that tends to get patched out, so I'm not worried.
I think if there's going to be a TOD, okay, if there's going to be a TOD in the game, it has to be locked behind super incredibly hard execution.
Kill. Exactly. I can see that. That I can agree with. Jojo says in the chat, I hate Darius. That's all I'm here to say.
Yeah, but I've seen the game though. It's got a lot of broken jank in it at this time, and I want to see. But this is the point. It's alpha, so I'm keeping an open mind in that sense. But what I have seen a lot online is people saying the game is trash, it's not fun, casuals are going to hate it. Granted, sure, that could all be the case, but we have to remember this is not a finished state game. This
Not only that, I don't think they made this game with casuals in mind per se. They really didn't.
I'm glad you brought that up, Cash, because I absolutely agree. This
Yeah.
game is meant to be a competitive game,
Right.
competitive circles, and yeah.
Because think about the IP that it comes from. I would say the IP wasn't all that like beginner friendly either. There's a lot of concepts in League of Legends that you gotta hammer down before you play the game, bro. Like before you really start like winning in that game.
I think 2XKO is gonna live in this space of like not addressing to the casuals. It's gonna kind of rest between Street Fighter and probably like Mortal Kombat. It's gonna rest somewhere there in the middle, you know, like not trying to cater to the casuals. Gamers know, but the casuals won't. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
To me, I feel like it kind of is beginner friendly. I don't know. You know what? Let me take that back. I feel like because I have some experience with fighting games, it was easier for me to like pick it up and play and like get into it.
You have experience with tag team fighting games too.
And I have experience with tag team fighters too, because Marvel vs. Capcom was like my bread and butter fighting game. That was my go-to fighting game back in the day. And then I transitioned into DBFZ, which is another tag team fighter. So that concept, I already kind of have that down. So I think someone who's never played a fighting game to then come into something like this would probably be like, what the fuck is this?
Another thing I want to highlight with that is the FGC overall is in a very healthy place without 2XKO in it at all. So it doesn't need 2XKO to be successful. It's already thriving. So like we don't need it to be like a casual friendly game. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think it's appealing to the right market. But as I said, the game is going to be probably coming out in an evolved state when we see it next. So just keep that in mind, guys.
And does anyone know when there's an official release date for the game? Because I feel like last night it kind of dawned on me. I don't know who brought it up. I think it was during Heartless's stream, and I was like, I never even thought about that. We don't know when this game is coming out, and I feel like if I'm going to dedicate like time into this game, then
let's say what we know. Mm-hmm. So they said 2025, and Evo the Evo dates for Evo 2025 have already been announced the last week of July. So if the game plans on getting into Evo next year, it's most likely going to be in the first half of 2025 if it wants to get into Evo stage. If it doesn't care about that, then it'll be just later in the year. So my prediction is probably spring of next year. That's my prediction.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, for me not to then pick up this game and like learn combos and all this stuff, and then in a year we're probably gonna forget this shit and we're gonna have to relearn it all over again. So it's like that commitment level, it's not as high anymore prior to that like realization, if that makes sense.
This game's gonna exist in its own niche of circle of fans.
I'm not gonna learn too many combos in this little basic thing.
Cat,
we should learn how to tag team. Pause. We should learn how to tag each other in.
No, we're not gonna just skip. No, we're not just gonna skip past it. No.
We should learn how to tag each other in and get basic B&Bs. That's it. We should not try to go for anything fancy during this little alpha.
Yeah. No. Who are you maining right now, Heartless? Echo's my main.
I'm playing the team that we're playing, Echo Alawi. So I'm just trying to get basic B&Bs with both of them and learn how to tag somebody in.
I can already tell with the people, the footage I've played, Darius Alawi is going to be my team. I already can tell.
I can't stand Darius, and let me take it back. I can't stand Braum. Braum is broken to me, bro. Dude. Like he exudes little to no effort and takes your life.
You talk about Braum, that's essentially just the Hulk. If you know what I'm talking about, Cash. That's Hulk. Mm-hmm. Like he's got the down smash. He's got the earthquake or move. He's got the forward charge. That's just the Hulk.
He leaves you in such a stunned state too. Like every move, he feels like he's just like constantly stunning you.
Yeah. So if you like the Hulk, that character is for you.
Mm-hmm.
So X Element has an announcement for that. There's 2 opportunities. In case if you weren't able to get into the alpha lab, there's 2 opportunities to win codes this week. You can either follow the Twitter page. Here's a link to the Twitter page. If you follow the instructions on here, you have a chance to get a code, get in. If you tag 2 friends, you get a double chance to get your name pulled to win an invite. And Bato City, they're holding a tournament this week. If you win that bracket, you get a code. And it looks so. Those are 2 opportunities to win in case if you weren't able to get in, guys. So just shout out.
So shout out X Elements.
Mhm.
Go follow the Twitter. Germ, I have a question to ask you, and then I have a comment on something in the chat. First, Germ, you love me, man. I'm your co-host. You're gonna totally slide me that one of those codes, right? Like you totally have my back
You
here, right?
gotta you follow the Twitter and follow. You gotta follow the Twitter and tag 2 friends, and
okay,
you'll double your chances.
This is fair. I already followed the Twitter. I'm gonna unfollow, refollow. So it looks like I just showed up. I'm playing my cards right, guys. No, I'm kidding.
I'll accept that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rob anybody.
But then also there's a beginner tournament for Bato, either Tekken, Guilty Gear Strive, or Street Fighter. It's going to be one of those 3, whichever one has the most entrants. That one is going to, whoever comes on top on that bracket is going to be a chance to get a code. So, not chance, you will get a code if you win the bracket. So
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, Jeremy. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Right, my name is GWT Mori, which means gamble worth taking. There is by no means, by no stretch of the imagination, any world where I would be the gamble worth taking in that tournament. I won't be showing up. God bless you if you are. You've got it. You're better than me. And I also wanted to say
I'm going to be using a randomizer anyway, so yeah, you have as much chance as anyone else.
That's well. Maybe I give an effort. Maybe I give a try. But folks, I see Drupal in the chat. Drupal is one of my favorite people on the planet, and Drupal often brings a pun. I've not been streaming recently, so I've not gotten to enjoy these. And like I was just filled with joy. So I'm going to read it to each and every one of you. Drupal writes, I thought wifey would freak out when I said I found a giant mouse, so I killed it. Everyone at Disneyland lost their minds. Fucking great. Fucking excellent. Bro.
He's got a limitless supply of these.
Yes.
He does.
Yes. I don't know how he does it, but shout out to Drupal.
It seems like, once you reach that age of whatever, let's just say 40, it's like, boom, the dad jokes just manifest.
Yes.
Yeah, guys. But, all right, let's switch up the conversation a little bit because we kind of like did a little switcheroo here. But let's get back on track. So we got a few games that released this week. Maury, let's talk about a few of those. Let us know what's going on.
Let's do it. Let's do it, folks. A pleasure to be with you. First up, we have Singy, All Guns Blazing, which released on the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on August 6th. And that is Konami's modern take on a classic shoot-'em-up game. And then we also had One Button Bosses. I'm gonna go with One Button Bosses. That's right. And that released on the PC on August 6th as well. And it's a
footage of this. It's so freaking crazy.
You said what?
Pull up a little. Watch the trailer, Maury. It's freaking wild,
dude. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up.
I'm gonna put up this Singy All Guns Blazing as well because this looks like those look like bullet hell kind of games.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what it is.
Okay.
That's really what this is. I don't know if you ever played any of those games. If anyone has that experience of playing these kind of games.
This lineup is the most zany mix-up of games I think we've had ever on the show. It's crazy.
Yeah. So that's
good.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
I love bullet hell games.
What's the classic one? R-Type? Does anyone remember R-Type back in the day?
R-Type Final?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Reminds me of that.
Yes, it does. It does. This looks like a new gen R-Type.
Or Galaga, essentially. Like, it takes you back. This is a really modern take on this genre.
Yeah, it looks interesting.
What's the name of this again? It's called Signy or Singy. I can't say it properly.
All Guns Blazing.
Signy. Yeah.
Interesting how a game like this wouldn't be on the Switch though. because this is very Switch.
Yeah, yeah. It's very I could see this being on a Switch.
Ironically, I honestly think that this is too graphically challenging for the Switch. Just
Oh
like
my god, really?
I'm not
I don't
kidding.
think so,
No, looking at it, like look at the lighting. Like the lighting, look at
bro.
that.
That's a boss,
Bro.
Nah, B. I gotta play this. I gotta
Bro,
play
the Switch.
this.
I bet
No.
you. I
Switch.
bet you it's a computing power limitation. You know, like it would have to be too downgraded of experience to be on Switch. Not worth it. You know.
See, and that's what I'm thinking is like the lighting alone. I was like, no, the Switch can't handle that. And then up next was one button bosses, and I'll give a brief description while Cash pulls up a little bit of footage. One button bosses is a clever boss rush game from the developer Midnight Munchies that gives you exactly what the name promises: bosses that can be fought and defeated with just one button. But you're going to have to be smart about it, folks. One button bosses. Cash, take it away, baby. Show us what it is.
That description does not do what we're about to see justice.
Really?
Yeah. When you watch a little bit of game, you're just like, really? All that from one button?
Wait a minute. Is this one button bosses? And ain't no way.
Yeah. Right here. Look at it.
Ain't no way.
Like what the hell, right?
Did the game just crash? What just happened? I don't know what just
I
happened.
don't even know what I'm looking at.
What are we looking at?
What just happened?
No, this is weird.
This is straight up like Atari level. I don't know.
Bro, you're insulting Atari, bro.
Dude, I'm sorry. N2 Alive just killed me. He said the Switch would blow up. If Singy was on it, the Switch would blow up. N2 Alive, I fully agree with you. You're funny as fuck. I agree. Ah, dang it. You're funny
happening on the screen?
as
Like,
what is this game, bro?
Exactly. What is it? Weird, right?
Bro, this just looks like an abstract. Like I can't quantify what this looks like. I don't know what this is.
Yeah. I don't know that I have feelings.
I'm gonna sound like heartless for a minute. Like, dude, like the Game Boy died 20 years ago. You know?
Thank you.
Yeah. No, you know what? Actually, I'm actually surprised Jerem said that. This seems like something that was right up Jerem's alley.
I probably would give this a try, absolutely, but it depends on how much of a challenge it is. For real, like if it's just easy, if this feels like a phone game I can play on my phone, fuck that. But if it's actually hard, you know.
Yeah. What else, Maury? What else we got?
Yeah, we also had Volgar the Viking 2, which came out on the PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. So everything. And that came out on August 6th as well. And that is an action platformer. I've never heard of Volgar the Viking 1, but if you have, maybe that speaks to you. And then this is the one that I know Jerem has been waiting for us to get to. Guys, Cat Quest 3, released on the PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, Switch, and PC on August 8th. And
folks, future game of the year.
Yeah, guys, it's a possum adventure. Drupal, are you there?
Wow,
Drupal, it's a possum adventure.
You're fired, Maury.
You're
fired.
I'm fired.
You're fired.
Fuck, I'll just leave. No. No. Germ, you pointed this game out when we were doing pre-show. What about this game makes it a Germ game?
It's Zelda with cats. It's Zelda with cats. Like, what's not to love here, you know? But yeah, it's like a old like a.
I didn't know there was a Cat Quest 1 and 2. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm shocked that there was 3. You know, that's why I shouted it out. I was like, dude, like, can you believe the games they're making these days? But to be honest, I have a feeling this is one of those games where once you pick it up, you probably wouldn't be able to put it back down.
Is this a mobile game?
It's for all platforms except for
it's for all platforms.
Yeah, it's Zelda. It's Zelda with cats.
No, I don't think so. This is a mobile game. This looks like Farmville.
Now listen, hear me out, because I know Cat Quest 3, because Cat Quest 3 was the moment in the Summer Games Fest that I knew it was a shitty show. So I know this game and I recognize it, because I remember when we got to this announcement in the Summer Games Fest, I was like, oh my God, this is all they're doing. And so, yeah, this game is actually, it makes me a little bit bitter. Maybe it's awesome though. I don't know.
A game like this knows its audience. They know who they're targeting.
I'd love to know who the audience is, though.
It's for kids, or it's for people that love cats. You know, this game knows its audience. You know?
Dude, Drupal said that Cat Quest 2 is goated. Played the heck out of it with the kids. Wow, we have a.
It's a kid game then. Kid confirmed.
This should look ridiculous.
I mean, again, it's not for us. We're not the target demographic.
Not all games need to be hardcore.
JoJo's like, I do love cats.
Yeah.
I mean, well, if you're Drupal and his kids, pick this up. If not, maybe leave it on the shelf.
I said it here first. Future game of the year.
It's
you know what it looks like? Scribble Knots. That's kind of what it looks like.
Graphic
art style,
the art style.
No, Drupal said something interesting. He said it's Diablo for kindergarten.
Oh, really?
This is straight up Zelda, but with cats.
That makes sense. It is Diablo for kindergarten.
I see the Diablo.
I can see that. I guess I can see that.
I see it.
Wait a minute. Is he sleeping? Is he taking a nap? Like, what's going on here? A cat nap? I mean,
hey, you know, as I said, a game like this knows the audience is going for it, and it's just, you know, unapologetically going for it. You know,
I don't think I'd spend money on these games. I'm sorry, but if I got it to try it out, you know, probably play it with the kids. Yeah,
I absolutely would not spend any money on
this. This is what I think Astrobot would, you know, this is fit that mold of category for me. For me, that's the kind of category I feel like this would fit in for me. I'm not gonna buy it, but if I get it, I'll play it because I have the kids with me.
I think Astrobot's gonna be game of the year. I stand on.
I doubt it.
No. Germ is spitting, and I want everyone to give him his flowers because when he's right, I'll be able to say I stood by him.
Astrobot is getting game of the year.
Absolutely.
I think it has a great chance. I think it has a great chance.
Really?
That game not only
all right, so I'll be the first to say pizza bet then. It's the first time I'm gonna bring one up. Pizza bet. Pizza bet.
So we already are in debt to Cash. So if you lose this bet, we just don't pay you the pizza we already got.
Yes.
But you owe me like 3-4 of them. So you probably just owe me 3 pizzas. So I still need to get pizzas, guys. Like, come on.
No, we do not owe you 4. We do not owe you 4 pizzas, Cash. You're delusional.
5?
You're insane.
5?
No,
5?
You're a madman. You're a madman. Listen. If Astrobot gets game of the year, as me and Germ say this right now, every pizza bet that we owe you is canceled, and you owe both me and German.
Really?
It's that big of a stretch, right? You think it's impossible?
I'm just gonna wash my hands of what I'm already.
Chat. Do you guys think Astrobot would win? Stands as a contender for game of the year? I'll say leave that to the chat.
As the only person in this panel who has actually played the game at Evo, the game is amazing. Graphically,
look them up, Germ.
It feels smooth. It's got all these great like gimmicks, and it's just fun, just straight up fun. And yeah, I think it's gonna win game of the year. I do. I really think the only game that might take it away its throne is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, but you know, that game came out so early in the year.
There's also a game that's coming out this month that I think people are forgetting about. It's called
I know.
Wukong. Wukong.
Pull up the gameplay.
It's called Wukong. We're gonna bring it up. Like, there's no way you guys can really think like,
well,
like, are you sleeping on Wukong?
I'm gonna take us back to just, I think it's 3, maybe 4 years ago. It Takes Two won game of the year that year. And why did it win?
Astrobot is not It Takes Two.
It won game of the year because of it pushed the boundaries of what of couch co-op. It just brought a lot to the table that hadn't been seen.
Hold up. Chat. Wait a minute, because they just dropped the final trailer for this game, and I want y'all to see this. This is Wukong. I almost call this shit Falling Dynasty for some reason, but it's Black Myth Wukong.
For the record,
It's so close. Mhm.
I said that this game would be in my top 3 games of the year by the end of the year on like
It looks
episode
beautiful.
15. Yeah,
Bro,
so
this game looks amazing.
I've been standing on business. I have a lot of faith in it. I really do.
This is 5 years in the making, bro.
Gameplay.
Yeah.
Games win game of the year on
Also,
gameplay.
to preface this, so a lot of people are thinking this game is going to be a roguelike, and it's not. Not even a roguelike, a Souls-like, rather.
It's
And
not.
it's not.
Yeah, no.
The developer said it's not. It's more like akin to games like Devil May Cry, but it's just like a little more difficult, if that makes sense. Because I think they're trying to shy away from that. I guess you could call it that blanket statement. Because the minute people think that it's that kind of game, a lot of people probably get intimidated by it. And just kind of, because a lot of people don't play Souls-like games. I'm gonna keep it real.
I've heard
a lot of
people
people don't play
say it's
Souls-like.
more like God of War than it is Souls.
I
That's
heard
what
that
I
as
heard.
well.
Yes,
heard-
I've heard that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've heard that.
But
'Cause
granted, God of the
some people have
War,
already played the game. Some people have already
Granted,
played the game.
God of the War is pretty hard at times, you know, so that doesn't necessarily shy away from the difficulty.
Right. Wait a minute. What happened here? Oh, there we go. Are you freezing here? What are we doing here?
But I'm gonna stand on business with Maury here and defend Astrobot because I think
This
year
game
after
looks
year,
amazing,
games
bro.
win game of the year on gameplay, and Astrobot's gonna have the gameplay.
And I'll say this.
Mhm.
The gameplay here looks great. The one thing that I've heard from people is that the story is severely lacking. And
Yeah, this is why I love Danny. Shout out to Danny in the chat. I think it'll be close race between Suicide Squad and Astrobot.
nah,
Ah.
Danny, eat a dick. Danny, eat a dick. Danny, eat a dick. Eat the biggest one you can find. Danny, I love you.
Bro, bro.
Man.
Bro.
I'm just gonna reserve my words for now, but I can't wait to be right in the end when the game of the year is announced. It's
Oh,
gonna
Germ.
be-
Okay.
Germ, you and me,
Okay.
like we get to
We might be
get-
watching it live. We might be
Yeah.
watching it live. So
and
Oh, we
when
will. We will.
you're gonna get the most ultimate pop off ever when it wins game of the year for me.
Yeah, I think what we should do is we should make both Heartless and Cash do like a stream where they have to platinum the game in one sitting on stream if it gets game of the year. Because
No, I'm not gonna go that hard with it.
no.
But I definitely want those pizza bets going. I'm
fair.
willing to accept that.
That's fair.
It.
That's fair. That's
would
fair.
have it. Astrobot at Evo was a lot of fun. It had this one level that you got to play.
I'm not saying Astrobot can't be fun, by the way, guys. That's not what I'm saying.
Well,
I'm just
what
saying
I
it's not
think
winning game of the
in
year.
it is the different all the different types of gameplay that are in that game. It's
Bro,
got so much
I am
callback.
so excited for this game. You guys have no idea. Look at that shit, bro. This man turned
God,
into a tree.
He's doing tricks on it, guys. He's doing
This man
tricks on
turned
it.
into a tree. What are we talking about right
he's
now?
doing
But that being
tricks
said,
on
this
it.
game does look dope, and I could
It does.
see this game winning too. I could see Wukong winning too, but
This
I
game
don't
was
know,
5 years in the making. This is probably one of my most anticipated games this year, bro. Bro,
just looking at like the way game of the years have won, it seems like they always pick the kind of game that's different than the rest, or maybe revived a gameplay that we hadn't seen in a long time. Baldur's
Yeah.
Gate 3 is a perfect example. You know, revived a dead franchise, reawoke the RTS genre in a way. You know, it's like it. Yeah, and above all that, it was just a great game, and I think Astrobot could easily do this.
Here's what I'm gonna say. PlayStation has not gone in the last like 7 years, a single year, without a game of the year contender for game of the year. I don't think it's Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I think it could be Helldivers 2. I think it's most likely to be Astrobot. I'm standing on that. It may not win game of
when
the
is
year.
Astrobot? When is Astrobot?
It comes out this
you know.
next month, I believe,
September 6th.
Yeah.
September 6th.
Okay.
So we're gonna get an answer to how great that game is really soon.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. It's already wish listed. I can't guarantee I'm gonna buy it day one, but I'm definitely getting it before the year is up.
It will get a 10 out of 10 from every major reviewer. I'm saying that right now.
Okay, so let me tell you about the level that let you play at Evo. So they let you play one level, and in
The
the
hell?
level you had these like boxes, and they made you grow to like this giant astrobot gingerbread looking creature, and you were able to smash through walls and do all this different stuff, calling back to like old Mario games, and then you're able to do, they also let you fly through this jet. It reminded you a lot of Star Fox. Those are the levels that let you play, and yeah, it just had all these callbacks, and I thought it was awesome. And the game is going to stand on that, and I think that nostalgia factor and all that's going to crazy.
Okay, we actually have a question in the chat. It's from Drupal, and it says, "Are you guys going to cover Alabaster Dawn? Are we covering?"
I don't know what that is.
I don't know
what is that?
Game? Did that come out? I'm unfamiliar with this.
Is it already out?
I don't know.
Alabaster Dawn.
I'm not sure.
It better not be prawn. It better not be prawn. Drupal.
Okay, while we figure out more about Alabaster Dawn, I'm going to continue with games that came out this week.
Keep going. Yeah, keep going. I didn't realize we were even still there.
No, dude. Yeah, no. You trust me. You made sure to get your Black Myth Wukong bit in. No.
Because it needs to be talked about.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome.
Well, I think. Yeah.
Ooh, I like it. Anyways, keep going.
We all have solid contenders, but yeah, Astrobot.
We do. We also had Deathbound, which came out on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on August 8th, and it's a party-based Souls-like. The closest thing that this made me think of was maybe like Remnant 2, where it was a Souls-like, but you could play with multiple people. Obviously, Remnant 2 is based around like gunplay. I don't think Deathbound is, but regardless, I actually kind of want to check this out, so I probably will add it to a wish list.
If you like Hades, so I have a feeling if you seem to be a big Hades fan, so I think you probably would like that one.
What, Deathbound?
Yeah.
It looks it does look like, I can see what you mean, that it looks like Remnant.
Yeah, it's got some Remnant energy going on. That was the one thing that I thought when I saw it. I was like, well, it's like Remnant, but without the guns. It's a party-based Souls-like. And like, yeah, that speaks to me. I need to look at President Carter, I love you, because I adore Hades. I need to look at some reviews for it, but if it got above a 7.5, I'll be buying it.
And for me, it's just I think it's reaching these Souls type games are reaching a level of fatigue for me. There's just too many at this point, but yeah.
I think that's why I like Remnant so much, because I liked the fact that it was a multiplayer party-based Souls-like, because that gives enough flair and difference to be intriguing to me. Now, I don't know if this world that they're crafting with Deathbound is going to speak to me the way that Remnant did. Remnant's art style, art direction, boss design was like superb. So yeah, I don't know, but I'm going to check this out pretty soon, and maybe I'll come back.
I have something to say.
Yeah.
So
I think Souls-like games, specifically like FromSoft games, they did a lot of things. Like, I wouldn't necessarily say innovative, but the way they make an RPG game has a lot of good like mechanics to it, and I see a lot of other games taking that inspiration. And whether a game is fully Souls-like or not, I think we're going to see Souls-like inspiration in a lot of RPG games from now on.
Yeah, that's kind of what we got with Star Wars.
I
That's
agree.
what we got with Star Wars.
Exactly. And even Spider-Man has Souls-like aspects to it.
I would equate it to the way in the 90s when every game was a Metrovania. Almost like our platformer, our turn-based RPG like Final Fantasy.
Because they broke the mold. Whatever breaks the mold, they tend to have a lot of copycats or inspiration, if you will.
I just personally think they're just good mechanics to run an RPG game. And if you want to make a good RPG game, why would you not handle EXP in a good way? Why would you not want a weapon diversity to be done in a good way? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I totally agree.
Beautiful
and
too, though.
Like, look at Street Fighter. We're gonna look back at Dark Souls 1 as the way we look back at Street Fighter 2 these days. It's like it took the genre, defined it, and now every game has those fundamentals built into it. You know what I mean? And Dark Souls 1 is gonna be that game. It's gonna be the Street Fighter 2 of this genre forever, I think.
Yeah. Well, yeah, folks,
Yeah.
Deathbound, and we also had Steam World Heist 2, which came out on the PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, Switch, and PC on August 8th. And I don't know what genre it is specifically. It looks like it's a turn-based strategy adventure. Sorry, I know exactly what the genre is. So if that speaks to you, maybe give it a look. We also had That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. This name is unfathomable. Who names their game? And that's not even the full title. It's That Time I Got Reincarnated as a
That's an
Slime.
anime.
It's a manga / anime. Yeah.
Yeah.
It turned into a game.
I remember
Well-
the first time I seen that name. I was like, I can't believe that is the name of the anime.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
dude.
I
bet
think it's
you-
probably just translation. You
We
think?
I
got
bet you
4
if you look-
messages in chat saying it's an anime.
I bet you if you
Guys-
look at like a Japanese box art, I bet you it's probably just 4 characters. It's like, and now it's boom. This is what it looks like in English.
Yo, play the trailer
and this-
for the boys.
I'm doing it right now. Pulling it up. I
Yeah,
can't
no,
even believe this shit is an anime, bro. What in the world?
see, I don't watch anime like that, so I wouldn't have even recognized that name for any reason. There's no way.
I don't really watch anime. I'm not really an anime fiend, but I have my favorites. But yeah, anime is, yeah.
Prez and
How do you
Pinksy
ma-
are baffled. They're baffled that
Right.
they got a game.
That's the amazing thing about
Ah.
anime is that a lot of times you say like a name like this, everyone's just like, okay, I've never heard of that. But then all of a sudden people start popping off. It happens in every Twitch stream, happens in every, it's like there's always someone who knows,
Dude, this
What
looks really okay. Like
Typical
strictly
JRPG,
okay.
it looks like,
A very chibi-esque characters.
Yep.
Like I'm not familiar with this anime whatsoever, so it's like very interesting.
Kind of like the Hunter x Hunter. I know Hunter x Hunter is like popular if you're in the anime scene, but I don't know anything about Hunter x Hunter.
I just
Available
feel like
now?
It's awkward to talk about. Like, yo, you ever watch That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime? Like, you know what I'm saying?
What?
It's like you gotta say it's a mouthful just to even talk about the damn thing.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like one of those.
Even with acronym, if you were even to put that shit in an acronym, it's still a lot.
Bro, yo, Cash, am I gonna catch you on That Time I Got Reincarnated on a Slime tonight?
That
It's
shit
one
sounds
of-
like ass, bro. That shit does not.
Bro.
That shit does
But
not come
like,
off the tongue.
again, but even the acronym, bro, it's TTIGR.
It's one of those if knowers know.
No, it's
You know?
TTIGRAAS.
Jesus Christ. It
I-
doesn't-
and-
I was trying to make
no.
it even simpler, bro.
No. That's not it either. It's TTIGRAASIC. It's a nightmare of a title. Get it
Oh
out of
my-
here. It's a shit show. It's
Oh
a
my
shit show.
God.
It's a shit show. Get rid of it.
That's
Anyway,
ridiculous.
no, I want no part of this. You fucking nerds. If you like this anime, go buy it. No one else will. Ladies and gents, that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Isekai Chronicle. I can't say that word for the life of me. Anyway, let's move forward. Rat and Reich released on the PC on August 9th, and it is a diesel punk real-time strategy game.
Really?
RTSs, baby. RTSs. They're back in business. Germ said it. Germ says it every week. RTSs are coming back, and here we have another one. Rat and Reich.
And this is not even PC. This is PlayStation. Wait a minute.
But
This is the wrong
read
one.
Get it off,
that
get it
last
off.
My
line.
bad.
You got to read
Cash,
that.
what are you
last
doing?
line.
Free me.
My
Cash,
bad,
free
my
me from
bad.
TTIGRAASIC. Free me from it. I don't want to see it anymore. I don't want to
My
see it
bad.
anymore.
I don't know why
Ugh.
it came back.
But more, you got to
like-
read the last line here. You can't. You got to read it. Like,
Yeah, let's do it. It's a game that transports you to a world in which a war is being fought among anthropomorphic rats, mice, lizards, and roaches.
what? Can
Grody.
you believe in
That's
one
grody.
week we have a game about cats and a game about rats in the same week? What a
Oh, wow.
This
looks
kind of
good.
wild though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks kind of wild though.
What an age we are living in.
I feel like they took
Lucky-
inspiration from Rats. I don't know if you guys know that comic.
I think you're talking about Mouse.
Mouse, sorry. Mouse.
Yeah, it's one of the all-time greatest graphic novels of all.
Yes.
Go to any top graphic novels of all time list. It's gonna be on there.
Dude, hey,
Yo,
listen.
Lucky
have
just
to.
popped up in chat. She said, "Don't be talking about my favorite anime."
Yes,
Wow.
yes. I need to take a moment. I need to take a moment to the lovely folks in the chat. That's Lucky. That's Pinksy. That's Reaper. Hashtag this show is uncultured. Jesus Christ. Listen,
Ooh.
please forgive my words. These gentlemen are not responsible for me. My thoughts are my own. I failed you. I promise you that I'm going to go watch TTIGRAASIC on a day that I
No,
don't
no,
want
Can
to
no,
go
I
live
there's no
anymore.
IC. There's no IC
Boom.
in the
Boom.
anime title.
Can I just
Boom.
say that we have had some outrageous takes, all of us on this show, and this is the one that you guys are gonna get on us about,
Right?
you know? But yeah, shout out to this anime. I'll give it.
Get
I'll give
Maury
it a
out of here.
shot.
I'm gonna lose my job.
Reaper said, "Just call it Slimer Short."
I'm gonna
Um,
lose my job. It's good
But
times.
on the nature of that, I think it's great that
This looks good, bro.
anime
This
and
looks
stuff like
amazing.
that are getting
does.
their own games and stuff. I think that's great. It's great way. But yeah, this game looks interesting. The mouse.
I didn't expect it though. I didn't expect this. This looks cool.
It looks
Yeah.
like a nice twist on modern, like modern history, but in a different with a twist. Seems pretty cool.
Yeah.
I
Like,
think
Yeah.
they were just trying to get away from like traditional RTS, and they just switched it to rats.
if
Because
anyone
if you
remembers,
used regular humans, it wouldn't hit as hard. If that makes any sense.
if anybody
You know what I mean?
remembers,
Yeah.
what was it, Army Men games back in the day?
Yeah,
That's
I
just
remember
reminds
that.
me of that.
Kinda, yeah, I can see that. This looks cool. I would definitely play this. So you have first-person shooter mode as well as the RTS aspect, like.
That's interesting. I like
Yeah,
this game.
I love it when
Game
games
design.
do this, where they take an engine and they let you you decide how you want to play the game. Instead of locking you into a certain point of view. I really like that.
Yeah.
This is cool. I'll play this. I'd probably try it out.
Yeah, I would. That is definitely on the radar.
That's one hot rat, though. I'm not gonna humble you, bro. Anyways, moving on.
Okay. And then for our last game of the week, we had The Crush House, which released on PC on August 9th.
We're not showing that shit.
That's fine. Yeah, it looks like it's based off of like a reality TV show.
Okay, miss me with
Yeah.
that.
Play as Jay as you capture the budding romances and explosive drama of each unique season in the iconic
You know what's funny?
Malibu mansion.
I jokingly brought up Leisure Suit Larry, and that the minute you said that, that's where my mind instantly went. Now, Leisure Suit Larry.
So what this game is about is there's like a Netflix reality type show, dating type show, and you are the producer of that show, and it's your job to create the drama, produce the show, make
Create the
it's
drama.
fucking weird, right? Like
Create
they make
the
a game for
drama.
everybody. The moral of that story, It's
Oh,
like Sims,
oh.
but in a date, like a game show.
By the way, we need to bury Pinksy under the jail, but I digress. Pinksy wrote, "Hear me out. That rat can get it." Pinksy will be burying you under the jail, brother. Much love to you. What a way to conclude the list of games this week. God.
Quite a rainbow of games this time, right? That's what I said. This is
yeah.
probably the most like diverse list we've ever
And
had.
wow, very, very interesting list this week. But anyways, let's switch up and let's get to the main topics. We were on the games that got released this week for a very long time just now. That was crazy.
Yeah,
But it's just because we were showing. Yes, but that's probably because we were showing the trailers, which is why we tend to like choose what trailers to show during this part. But I feel like a lot of these games were so like out there that we kind of had to show them.
Yeah, this was a very
Yeah.
unique list of games. And that's the whole point and reason why we do that segment, guys, is to maybe put something on your radar that you may have never had a chance to know about. So
Right.
I felt we did it this.
But yeah, let's switch up. But let's get to the main topic. So number one, we're gonna be talking about Max Payne and Max Payne 1 and 2 remake and a Control sequel is in development, and this is coming from VGC, and this is who wrote this article? I'm trying to figure out. Jordan Midler. All right, so says Remedy Entertainment has provided updates on several of its upcoming titles, including Max Payne 1 and 2 Remake, Control 2, and Condor. What was Condor again? I don't remember.
It was
Condor was supposed
it
to
was
be. Mhm.
I
Go
I'm
ahead. Go
pretty
ahead.
sure that was I was pretty sure that was the live service game that Remedy was
Mm.
working on, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was called Kestrel for a
Yes,
time.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes. You're right.
yeah,
You're right. You're totally right. All right. So
yeah.
it says, according to the developer, Control 2 has progressed to the production readiness stage. The game is now playable. Wait, what? The game is now playable as the team reaches an important milestone in the game's development. The development team is working towards scaling up the production of the project, Remedy says. Max Payne 1 and 2 Remake, which Remedy is working on as a co-production with Rockstar, has progressed from production readiness to the full production stage, according to Remedy. This team is currently working towards a version of the game that is playable from beginning to end. I mean,
It
one would
sounds
think
like
that
2025 is going to be a big year for Remedy Studios. It
probably
sounds like games
Remedy,
are almost ready.
definitely. Remedy is also providing an update on its project codenamed Condor. The development team has worked on multiple maps and different mission types, and we have organized a growing amount of internal and limited external playtesting for features, validations, and feedback. It says so. It seems like Remedy is definitely setting up to have a very strong like push in
Well,
gaming next year.
once I saw that story, we had to include it because I know you're a big fan of Max Payne, Cash.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that remake,
I had a
bro.
lot of
For
fun with
sure,
Max
for
Payne
sure.
as a kid as well.
Yeah.
Is that Max Payne is actually the very first ever mouse and keyboard shooting game I've ever played.
Oh
Oh
really?
wow.
Yeah, I never. It's crazy because I had it on PC as a little kid and I played it mouse and keyboard. And then when I got consoles, I never went back to playing anything like that. And then
Mhm.
as an adult, I had to play Overwatch on mouse and keyboard. I was like, I had to, so I built a PC. And now,
Nice.
I'm back on it.
I have
You know what?
one.
I'm glad. Go ahead, Jerem. Go ahead,
I
Jerem.
have one main big concern of everything you just read, Cash, is
Mhm.
based upon everything you just read, sounds like these games are pretty much near done. They're putting the finishing
Yeah.
touches on
It
them.
feels like.
So
Yeah.
it sounds like 2025. We're expecting a release date. I really hope that they don't crowd that all in the same few months or the same summer or whatever.
I mean, I feel like Max Payne 1 and 2 remake are gonna be a bundled thing.
I just really hope because it'll get it'll get drowned out, because you won't be able to play it all,
I think it's definitely a bundle. The Max Payne 1 and 2 is gonna be a bundle, and I hope it's based on what I read, it says it's probably like a remake from the ground up, which is a good thing. I'm glad that's what they're doing instead of like a remaster because they need to do some quality of life changes to the whole Max Payne. If to replicate what they did with was it Max Payne 3, the one that came out for Xbox? Was it Max Payne 3?
It was Max Payne. I'm going to say this real quick though, guys. Max
Mhm.
Payne 1 and 2 are not coming in 2025. Like
You don't think so?
That's
No,
what
no,
I'm
no.
hopeful for because I hope they
No.
push it to early 2026 or something.
They just
So-
started.
yeah,
They just that we're just
Mm.
now getting an announcement that it's in full production. We won't see
Production
it for
another year possibly. Yeah.
I would say we'll see it 2026, 2027. We're not seeing it next year. It'll be some time. It'll be some time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It says down here that Remedy, Alan Wake 2, Remedy's most recent release, also now recoup most of its development and marketing costs. Remedy released its first Alan Wake 2 DLC, Night Springs, in June. A second expansion is due later this year. That I didn't know. Last year, an interview with VGC, Remedy's creative director Sam Lake said that Max Payne 1 and 2 were going to involve a lot of work. So yeah, that's also a crazy thing. The fact that Alan Wake 2 that got so many like accolades hasn't broken even, which is crazy to even think about, bro. That's insane.
And I have some
Disappointing,
thoughts.
but not unexpected. We've seen this trend throughout the industry lots. Just because
Mhm.
you have, a well polished, pretty game doesn't mean it's going to make you money. Go ahead, Mark.
I was gonna say I also just think that they've not made like great decisions. Like I think Remedy made a hell of a choice making it to where the only way you could access Alan Wake 2 was through the Epic Games Store. I think they made a hell of a choice in not releasing a physical copy. My understanding is that one is coming out now sometime this year. But like, I understand that most people are going digital. I was one of those poor suckers. I love Remedy so much that I ended up buying the digital version of Alan Wake 2. But most people in my position just don't. We choose to say, okay, I'll wait for a physical edition. I think that because they kept it off Steam, I think that because they didn't make a physical edition of the game, I think they've automatically set themselves quite a few steps back. I think they could have recouped these costs within 3 months instead of 8 had they just put it on more platforms, more stores for like PC players.
I also think Remedy is also maybe kind of made a they made it hard for themselves by having these horror genres be their staple, their anchor. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't think that's what it is. A lot of fans wanted an Alan Wake sequel. It's just I feel like it's mishandled. It was mishandled. How this game was produced, how it was put out was mishandled.
Pinksy spitting, right? Pinksy says, I had people coming in my store for Alan Wake and we weren't selling it. I never knew it didn't have a physical copy. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, Pinksy.
Yeah, they only announced recently, right?
Yeah. They announced one recently, I think at maybe Summer Games Fest, and it'll be coming later this year. But that's why. Like, it's like, dude, you just lost a ton of physical buyers. And again, like Heartless doesn't use the Epic Game Store. Do you, Heartless?
I actually made an account the other day because DNF Duel was free.
Wow. Okay. Well, regardless, you waited this long. You know,
sure.
you're
and I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like any of these, to be honest with you. I don't like Blizzard. I don't like Riot. I don't like having any of these.
Why did that become a thing? My question is, why did that become such a like big thing for these companies to have their own like proprietary stores?
I can tell you why. It's because Google Play and Apple, like they made it like they take away a percentage of the sales.
Steam as well.
Yeah,
Steam does the same thing as well.
So these companies just decided to cut out the middleman and sell their product direct. So
but it doesn't.
But now the consumer is saying we don't want all.
We don't want this. No. Yeah, because now you're telling me I have to have 10 different apps in order to purchase these games that I want to play when Steam was just right there. Especially as a PC player. Like as a PC player, you're just making the work harder for us. That's all you're doing.
Yeah.
It feels like it feels like having to turn on a different console for every single publisher.
Pretty much.
Like the idea of having to have a separate console for Epic and for whoever else and for PlayStation first party studios, just so I can play my games. Like I think PC gamers, I'm not one, so I don't really know, but I'm assuming from what I've heard you guys say that you guys just want to have your place in one library. You want to be able to find all your stuff in one place. And I get that. I don't know.
But you know what the thing is? A lot of people might say, from the people who are like from the outside looking in, would probably say it's just an app. You could just click it. But nah, it feels like there's a lot of work that comes with that, because a lot of those games, you can't even play the game without booting up the freaking app, bro. You have to boot up the app to play the game.
And in the nature of PC gaming, where you need as max hardware space as possible, it's annoying to have all these storefronts taking up space on your computer. You know, it's annoying.
Yeah, shout out to Reaper that says, but on PC, some of these storefronts are now moving back to Steam. They're realizing the cost of hosting and stuff. Yeah, you're right. You're totally right about that, Reaper. You're totally right about that. A lot of them are stuck, because that's the reason why Ubisoft is now moving. Like, they're making it such a big deal to like drop even games like Prince of Persia on Steam, because usually you would have to have the Ubisoft launcher to play these games.
I think they're on this a while back, didn't we? Where we were kind of pointing the finger at Game Pass, where they felt developers thought it was bad for consumer behavior because everybody expects it all being one thing now, and if it's not on that one platform, you'll never notice it. So
right.
Yeah. Granted, that's probably good for developers, but bad for consumers. So yeah, we have to. But ultimately, what's good for consumers is good for developers. So they need to pick a side.
But yeah, bro. So I'm just saying, it's just I don't know. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It's just too much work. That's really what it is. It's way too much work.
Yeah.
And as further and further we move away from the console generation, it's I say fast forward 10, 15 years, console generation won't exist. I think that's the direction we're headed. So the more we move towards just one storefront, the better, I think. So
I totally disagree. I totally
Yeah, I
disagree.
don't think consoles are going anywhere. I really
No,
don't think consoles are
no.
going anywhere.
I do think Germs on the money about consoles. I think you don't want to have one storefront. You want competition in this space. You do not want one person getting to determine everything.
But
Next thing you know, they're doing processing fees. Like look at
yeah, but in
Ticketmaster.
this regard, I don't think this is in this regard though. I don't think that's what they're doing though. They're just trying to cut out paying Steam.
I agree. No, and I
Yeah.
totally I agree with that as well. I'm just saying
Mhm.
in the distant future, if there's one storefront where all of us can buy our games, that's not
Mhm.
good for the consumer. That's not good at all. I do not want that shit. Like
Yeah.
it's bad. It's the whole reason that I always am happy when I see, even though I'm more of a PlayStation guy than an Xbox guy, I'm happy when I see Xbox make good moves because they keep PlayStation honest. You want competition in this market. I don't
Facts.
want in 10 years to boot up fucking Steam and be told that I have a processing fee for buying a game. It's like, when you buy tickets for a concert, they're like, "Oh yeah, the tickets are $150." You end up spending $250 by the time you're done for processing fees and maintenance and whatever else. Like if you have one person selling you your shit and there's no one else that can sell it to you, they can just throw a bunch of shit on top and they can make a ton more money and you'll do it because it's the only way you can play games.
As a person who
Very valid point.
always
Yeah,
advocates
agreed.
for competition in the market, I agree totally with what you're saying, Maury. But it seems like with mass market of customers never see it that way.
Yeah.
Which is really that's the catch-22 here. What's good for everyone is rarely good for what's good for one party is rarely good for everyone.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, bro. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, like, so Reaper just said this in the chat as well. Other storefront, only storefront other than Steam that does a good job is GOG, which I'm not really too super familiar with GOG. I know GOG has a few retro games that I'll pop in and check out every now and again, but I don't know like the ins and outs of GOG,
Well,
so I
with
can't
the
really speak to
exception of
that.
price, I think
Mhm.
the Nintendo store does a pretty good job. Well, with their IPs
No, I think he's
overall,
more talking about like PC storefronts though.
yeah. But it's overall. Shout out to Nintendo. I think overall, with the exception of price, the shit's overpriced. I think overall they do a good job
Mhm.
with their store.
Mhm.
I think it's
But
interesting.
overall, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say Reaper said something that I thought was cool, and that's that I guess GOG doesn't auto scan with the other stores to show them in the library tab. So you
Yeah,
kind of have everything
that's
in one
cool.
place.
One
I
place,
like
that's
that.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that a lot.
yeah. But yeah, going back to our other topic, Borderlands movie currently has a Rotten Tomatoes score of 0. I think it's now at 7 at the time of
Yeah, it's
this
kind of the
podcast.
7% as of
Yeah,
the writing of this story. Still low.
it's very low. Has anybody seen Borderlands?
No, and I won't be
No.
seeing it.
No, I can't. So I can't speak to I can't speak to the movie if it's bad or not because I haven't seen it yet. But based on what I'm seeing in like ratings, I don't think this is doing pretty good. I think it only sold 10 million, if I'm not mistaken. It only did 10 million. So
Ooh, that's bad.
yeah,
Ooh, that's
that's
bad.
bad. That's very bad. That's very bad.
But here's my whole thing. I understand that this movie was like in development hell for like over a decade. But my question is, why in the world? I'm sorry, are people really that excited about Borderlands anymore? Like, is
And
the
I think
fan base?
that's what it is. It missed its window. I feel like
Yeah, it
Yes.
it
did.
missed its window.
Yeah,
It
the,
missed
the
its
fan
window.
base for Borderlands that did exist is not
They
present
moved on.
anymore.
No, they moved
on.
on.
They've
Yeah.
they've grown.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
I think that's
So
what it is.
yeah, it's like, and I mean, and I'm sure the movie just on its own is shit. So let me say
Yes,
this. I think
because
the reason.
go ahead, Maury. Go ahead.
No,
'Cause I was
no,
about
I
to
was.
touch on something.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think the reason for the 10 mil is probably because those fans aren't fans anymore. But I think the reason for
Mhm.
the 7% is probably just because we see these properties mishandled often. Go ahead, Cash. I'm
Right.
sorry.
So also, it's a lot of complaints that I've seen in reviews is about the miscasting of characters. So, Kevin Hart, they thought that was a miscast. Who else? What was her? Kate? Is it Kate Blanchett? I think that's her,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, they're saying like these characters were supposed to be younger characters. Like these people
Yep.
are like way too old to play these characters. The only
Yes.
accurate is probably Tiny Tina, and then, but again, and also they're saying one of the most entertaining people in this movie is actually Kevin Hart. So it's like even though he was miscast, he was still like one of the bright stars during this movie. So
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, as soon as I saw Jamie Lee Curtis, I was like, I don't think that's it. I don't think
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I don't think that's it, you
I
know?
seen that in the trailer and I was like, what am I watching?
right.
Bro. Yeah, I don't feel like anyone ever did a fan cast for a Borderlands movie. It was like, you want to know who would be fucking great? Jamie Lee Curtis. I don't think anyone ever said that. So I don't know. I don't know. It's seems misguided.
No, I don't. I would love to hear what a fan of Borderlands had to actually say about this. Not only the casting, but also just the movie in general. If they watched the movie, because I'm pretty
Sure.
sure a lot of people of that 10 million probably went to just hate watch. I really
Yeah.
feel like they did. They really
Yeah.
they went to confirm that this movie was shit, and they can then say their piece. But yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
refuse to
That's
watch
what
it because of casting. Really? Okay, that makes sense though. That makes sense though. I'm that. This feels like the kind of movie I would just hop on TV. I'm not gonna pay for this movie. Period. It's
no.
gonna probably show up on Netflix, and that's when I'd probably give it like 30 minutes of my time. And then if it's shit, I'm just like turning it off. Pretty much it. That's how I do it. A lot of these movies. I don't
Yeah.
waste my time with it. I'm getting too old.
No, no. I have not seen one positive thing on Twitter about this movie. I mean, I think what you said about people going to hate watch it, I think that's
Hmm.
all I've seen from Twitter is like
Yeah.
this movie is bad. This movie has to be rough. So, yeah, I don't know. But my joy I feel in seeing this story, right, is that there was a time where every video game adaptation we got was shit, and we've actually
Hmm.
gotten some really good ones in the last couple of years. So I think that makes this one sting a little less. It's a property that maybe we as people in the industry aren't as invested in anymore, right? We're not
Right.
Borderlands diehards, right? We're getting justice done by the great stories that we love. So I don't know. It is what it is. Oh, boohoo. I'm
All
not like
right.
upset. Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know.
So, like, Jonathan Sim at comingsoon.net gave this movie 3 out of 10. Collider gave it a 5 out of 10. Screen Rant gave it a 3.3 out of 5. Metacritic, so it's sitting at, wait a minute. So Metacritic score is at 32. God damn.
That's rough. That's
Very
rough.
rough.
Yeah.
Damn. No, I take that back. It's 27.
Ooh. That's even worse. Well,
Polygon 50. IndieWire 42. Total Film 40. Variety 40. Flash Films 40. New York Times 40. Telegraph 40. Empire 40. Screen Daily 40. The Irish Times 40. The Guardian 40. NME, I don't even know that one, 40. The Wrap 40. The Daily Beast 35. The Hollywood Reporter 30. The AV Club 33. Yo, Jesus. Looper 30. IGN 30. Original Sin was in cinema 25. San Francisco Chronicles 25. 25. Plant Magazine 25. Bro, nothing good. Nothing good. And let's see what one of the lowest ratings says about it.
No.
Wildly miscast actors and an impenetrable script, making this long delayed actioner. I guess they're saying actioner. Alienating fans of the game and in what the fudge is this word? Anyways, basically you're saying the movie's trash. They I think they misspelled the word, but I'm not trying to figure out what this word is, but they misspelled it. So I can't even make it out.
Wow.
So the movie
Wow.
was so bad they misspelled they misspelled during the review, bro.
Dude,
And
I'll tell you
they
what
didn't even
though.
care.
They didn't even care.
No.
There's no joy to be found in this. There's no joy to be found in the way that Eli Roth parades on his actors in bad cosplay of characters from this series. This script is utterly trash. Wow.
Oof. Well,
Ouch.
rest in peace to that. But I'll tell you what, this makes me want to go play Borderlands the pre-sequel again. I love that fucking game. I don't know why, but
did you
I'm
get
not
them
a
all
Borderlands fan.
I'm back. Sorry, Wi-Fi trouble.
No, you good. You good.
Did you get them all for free on PSN, Maury? They were free all the last couple of years. Yeah, all the whole
Sure
series.
did. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So speaking of another unfavorable IP, I guess we could talk about Marathon. Sentiment around Marathon and Bungie is not great. It claims this is coming from VGC. And this article was written by Chris Spolian. So it says, appearing on the latest episode of Skill Up's Friends Per Second podcast, Bloomberg journalist Jason Schreier was asked what the temperature check was at Bungie relating to Marathon. Not great, from what I've heard, Schreier said. There's reason that it was a plan for this year to slip a whole year. Oh, so it skipped the year? Oh,
It was
that's
meant
what
to
you were
come
talking
out this
about, Maury. Yeah, it was supposed to
Yeah.
come out this year, but it was okay. People that I've talked to are a little pessimistic about it even hitting its current planned deadline, but we'll see. I don't know exactly when that is. Sometime in 2025. I'm not sure. He added, yeah, the sentiment I've heard is not great around it. Last few months ago. So that means, yeah, I don't. So is that coming from developers or just the fan base? Is that what I'm getting? I'm trying to understand what
Developers.
this developers are not feeling the game.
No.
The game that they made.
Yeah, it's then that's not a good sign.
That's a horrible sign.
When the people that
So-
make the game won't advocate for it, that's really bad.
Very bad, very bad.
And here's what I want to
Mhm.
say. Like, for starters, the game, Hades was gracious enough to talk to us about this a little bit last week. And that's that
Mhm.
Marathon has gone through a lot of development issues in its direction, in its vision, and what it's trying to accomplish. Bungie has built a reputation over the last decade, and I'd say even prior to that with the Halo games, around customization. Even if it was only appearance based in Halo, it became much more customizable in Destiny, where you could customize every facet of your character. Marathon is going to
Right.
be an extraction shooter, so it's already splitting off from what Destiny is and what Halo is, and it's trying to fit into a niche that I think has already passed by. Extraction shooters were popular 5 years ago, and I think Bungie 5 years ago said, "Oh, I guess we'll make an extraction shooter." And my understanding right now is that the characters that you can play as have predetermined kits, right? So it's like an Overwatch character. You have
Sounds
your
like
certain
Killzone.
abilities.
Killzone
I
was like
see.
that, right? Killzone was like that? Am I right?
I'm also going to point out something that Schreier alluded to as well. Schreier also pointed out that the game received a leadership shakeup earlier this year when game director Christopher Barrett and executive producer Kerry Goskos left the project. So the leadership left the project, guys.
This game's
Yeah.
gonna get canceled.
This
This
game
game
is
is gonna
cooked.
get canceled, and it's gonna
This
be some
game's cooked.
spiritual
This game's cooked.
successor, right?
Giving his opinion on the likelihood of this game's release. This game, when it, Schreier said it, he didn't feel that Bungie's fan base would be enthusiastic about a PvP extraction shooter, and that it was concerned it continued development may lead to similar issues to that of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League.
So,
This game's gonna get canceled. I'm gonna say it now.
I have
It's
a
gonna
question
get
though.
canceled.
so
Go ahead, Arliss.
Yeah.
So what is a PvP extraction shooter? Because I thought extraction shooters were PvE.
Bro, I don't
it's
know.
where
You're
you're
gonna
up
get
against
shit.
other teams.
So it's like, have you ever played the Division, Harless?
No.
All right, so in the Division, you have a section called the Dark Zone where you're basically going to loot shit, and you can face off against other players in the Dark Zone, right? And you loot weapons and all that shit, and you gotta extract before they come collect. Essentially, that's how that works.
So
Yeah.
in terms of Marathon, I could see this. It's not too late, Bungie. Cancel the game and make something new out of the bones of it. It's not too late. Just cancel the game. You know,
They're not.
This
I
is
don't think they're going to.
But this is the problem, right? Even the bones aren't settled. Like
No,
they don't even know what the bones of the game are. They don't know if it's an
the
extraction
game doesn't have
PvP.
an identity. It doesn't
No,
have an identity.
no, and this is my whole thing. I'm doing a prediction right now. So
Mhm.
we'll mark this and we'll say that Maury said this on this date. Bungie will either become one of those studios under Sony that only helps other studios make games and doesn't make their own, or they will be
Mhm.
completely shut down by 2027, if not earlier. It's over. It's done. If you have no Destiny 3 in the hole, right? If you have some gotcha bullshit mobile game based in the Destiny universe, the third person, and then you have a PvP extraction shooter with no customization, the thing that you've built your rep on for the last 10 years that you don't believe in or like, that you can't get a deadline for, that you have no identity for, you're
And your
fucked.
leadership team left.
And your leadership
Yeah.
team left, you're fucked. It's over.
I'm saying
It's
just
over.
cancel it. Just cut your losses, cancel this game, and maybe down the road use some of its elements in a new title, because this is not looking good. No, just cancel it. You know.
And the worst part is that like Marathon has a rich history, right? It was the game that Bungie made before Halo. I actually, when I was in 6th grade, I did like a whole speech on the history of Bungie. So I know quite a bit about Marathon. And this game takes no inspiration at all from Marathon. Like none. It's a completely different thing with just the same name. So you know what? I think Bungie's gone. I think Bungie's gone.
Yeah. I think I agree in a point with you, Maury. I think the studio should either close or maybe rename itself, distance itself from this name, because it's so far not a lot looking good for it.
No.
Nah,
No.
it's only Bungie in name. I feel like we've
Yeah.
seen a lot of that with studios in the past recent couple of
Blizzard,
years.
you know, like
Yeah.
Blizzard has been really struggling
Not
to
only
make
that,
games fit in
Rocksteady is also
Rocksteady.
another one. Like
Yeah.
a lot of them are only like in name. They're just like wearing they're basically zombie companies, bro. They're just wearing their faces at this point.
Yeah.
Isn't Warner Brothers looking to license their IP too?
Yeah, the more we're gonna be talking that into later on in the show. But yes, that's something we're gonna be talking about. But before we get into that, there's this big news, very big news. Esports, right? So as you guys know, or if you don't, the next Olympic Games will be hosted in Saudi Arabia, and with that came the
Hold on,
news that
that's
Go
not
ahead.
entirely true.
What?
The regular Olympics are not in
Mhm.
Saudi Arabia. This is just
Where?
Esports Olympics. Yeah, it's
So
different.
this is just Esports Olympics.
Yeah, it's a different event, and Saudi Arabia is going to be the inaugural one.
Okay. So Saudi Arabia. So cool.
The
And
Summer
either way,
Olympics in 2028 are going to be in Los Angeles, California.
yes, that's right. That's right. I did know that. I don't know why I said that. But anyways, back to this. For a while now, debates have been raged over whether esports should be considered a legitimate or recognized alongside more traditional sports. I say yes. It's still a
Absolutely.
big topic of debate, but we've come a long way over the years, with more and more countries adopting the stance that esports players should be considered athletes and that the medium is deserving of attention. But it's safe to say that the International Olympic Committee, the IOC, making esports an official Olympic event is as much validation as you can get. Earlier today, the AOC held its 142nd session to discuss making esports an Olympic event, following discussions that were held during the 131st session in October 2023 about research into the medium. These in attendance held a vote to form the Olympics esports games, and it was by a landslide in favor, with not a single vote against proposal of, you know why? This is my theory. Before we get into a big conversation, this is my crazy theory. It's to get more Gen Zers to watch the Olympics.
Yeah. Did anyone see the viewer numbers for the
Crazy
Olympics
thought,
this
right?
year?
No, I didn't.
Really bad. Really, really, really bad.
But I'm pretty sure that's why they're doing that. I'm pretty sure that's why they're doing that. It makes a lot of sense. My question is, what are the games that we'll be seeing? Is it gonna be Call of Duty? Are we gonna be seeing Call of Duty during the Olympics?
I think that should be our question of the week this week.
We probably will though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Call of
Actually,
Duty. Imagine Street Fighter coming to friggin'
Well,
Olympics.
the
Or-
Olympics-
Oh, I love that.
The IOC,
Wow.
the Olympic Committee, already announced games that it's gonna do for sure. There's a list of them here. Tic Tac Bow, it's an archery game. WBSC baseball. It's like a baseball.
Whoa.
Yes.
Do not tell me that these games that are gonna be included in these events are basically just digital versions of actual sports.
So far, yes. These are the confirmed titles that are going to be in the esports league. The WBSC baseball. It's like a Wii. Remember Wii baseball back in the day? It's like that. And then chess.
You lost me.
Cycling, and Fortnite, and
Cycling.
Just Dance, and Gran Turismo, and something called sailing, like a sailing sim, like a ships, and Taekwondo, and tennis. Yeah, so far there's been 10, and those are the ones that they currently have. But did you guys hear me say Fortnite? Like, what the fuck?
You said Fortnite?
Yeah,
Fortnite is a part of that?
it's Fortnite and Just Dance are so far the two IPs that are in the Olympics right now.
Suddenly my enthusiasm kind of went down.
But the IOC did make a statement that they are looking to embrace privatization and IPs for the 2025 games. So it's going to be more brought to the table. But this is what they have right now. Which is why fear initially, like you just brought it up, Cash, was that I was scared that there was just going to be digital versions of already existing events, and I hope that's not the case, because that's actually disrespectful to the actual normal.
Yeah, because you're basically exactly like what? Then what's the point?
If you're saying that though, then Street Fighter doesn't belong in there as well.
No, I think Street Fighter does, because Street Fighter is so technical, bro. It's such a Tekken belongs there.
It is just fake fighting when there's real fighting in the Olympics, though.
No, I didn't mean it in that sense. I mean like you heard me say cycling, right? Like
yeah, what is that?
Finish the actual athletes that do cycling. It's like
that's what I'm saying. Like that doesn't make sense. So that's kind of redundant at that point.
Actual esports, PUBG, CS:GO, they actually do actual esports of games.
No, I think Rocket League gonna be hype.
Yeah,
Danny, don't stop that.
This is a half measure. I wanted to go all the way. Street Fighter, Tekken, a Virtual Fighter. I wanted to go all the way with this.
Exactly. That's what I wanted to see.
All the way or none of the way. There's no medium here.
I think not. I don't think it would take, because it's not going to take Evo's thunder, but it's going to feel like almost like an Evo event at that point, because we would get the best of the best from
we want
America.
More events. We want more events. I want to see Street Fighter and fighting games in general become mainstream media entertainment.
Exactly. Yeah. So and Olympics would do that, bro. The Olympics would do
that. I think the Olympics come and go, and everyone forgets about them in 2 weeks.
I actually have.
No, but I think because these games would be a part of it, Heartless, I think it would be a bigger thing.
I actually have,
given in our current climate, I think it would have been a bigger thing.
I'm actually really genuinely concerned about esports in its current state being in the Olympics, and its current state is because the Olympics is kind of stiff and stuffy. It's kind of like the church version of sports. It's like highly regulated, highly that. Like there's all these rules, all these cultural biases, all this stuff, and the esports is kind of woke. You know what I mean? It's a counterculture in a lot of ways, and I don't see those two things meshing in their current states very well. So there's gonna have to be, as I said, all the way or none of the way. I'm optimistic because because the Evo vibe wouldn't work well with with Olympic athletes. I want to see where this goes, in terms of how it develops, I'm going to be watching this very, very closely. And plus, it
Yeah,
being
I'll keep
Saudi
an eye on
Arabia,
it.
the first country, is not necessarily the most woke country either. So that'll be interesting to see how that goes.
I'm kind of so I'm trying to understand like why is it not being. It is going to be held at the same time as the Olympics, right? But it's just at different times. I'm assuming
Like, what
it's
do you
going to
mean?
be at different times because the next Olympics is going to be in California.
Yeah,
And
2028. Yeah, in LA. That's
Yeah.
the Summer Olympics. Remember, but there's also Winter Olympics that happen in 2026. Seems like they're trying to sandwich it among like these other
Probably.
ones. Yeah,
Probably. But anyways, in other
Saudi,
news,
but Saudi Arabia though is an interesting choice as the inaugural. Like Saudi Arabia, like, the Middle East is really putting itself on the map here as like a powerhouse of esports.
I think it's just the money.
yeah, the money. That's
It's the
exactly what
money.
it is.
But what about are we gonna make any mention of how the FGC is full of LGBTQ people and they don't like the idea of going to Saudi Arabia?
Man, that's why I mentioned that it's not necessarily so woke over there. There's actually a great video you can watch posted by Big Bird and the FGC Birds about that, of the Saudi Arabia Prime Minister commenting on that.
Yeah.
And the reporter keeps constantly asking him the question and keeps wording it the same, like, so are people of LGBTQ welcome in your country? And he kept saying anyone is welcome, just don't do public displays of affection. And that goes for anyone, heterosexual people too.
But here's the thing though, but that's their country though. So if that's the only stipulation that they have in their country, it's only right that you respect that. That's just my opinion.
You're absolutely right, Cash. And
yeah, that's my opinion.
But the reporter kept directly asking the question, will people that are openly,
she was trying to bait him,
gay, whatever,
yeah,
will they be welcome in their country?
No, listen, bro, I seen this video. She was trying to bait him, and she was like, "Can you be prosecuted for being gay?" He's like, "You can be prosecuted for being straight."
Yeah,
exactly. Oh, I remember that video. I did see that video.
It was a battle. It was a battle of like political, political answers. You know what I mean? And I applaud the Saudi Arabia Prime Minister. He seemed to handle that pretty well overall, and he didn't kept his cool. But Harless is right. That reporter was trying to bait him to say something.
Yeah, but again, it's their country. So if an event is being held in that country, right, and that was your only stipulation, just respect this country's wishes. I don't see why you can't.
Yeah,
I really don't see why you can't.
Well, that puts the nature on esports. Like, you guys are essentially guests in a foreign land. When in Rome. You
exactly
have to act like the people do, and shout out, the FGC/esports communities, act accordingly. You were guests in another foreign land, and that would be the same we would expect if other people came to this country, right? The United States. We would expect them to do the same thing we do here. It's like, just show a little class.
That's it. That's all it comes down to at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that to say stuff like that, some people would see that as being extreme. I really don't see it as that. I don't.
And
the fact that just like respect people's wishes is something that is considered to be
in America,
controversial nowadays.
In that sense, where we think we can just say whatever we want with zero consequences and do whatever we want with zero consequences, which even then is not the case. But it's as I said, show a little class. It's really that simple.
Yeah, but in other news, Warner Bros. Is looking to license its IPs to other game
studios. Before we dive into that, I just want to say fuck this company. Why do they keep cursing this show? We can never escape them. Anyway, sorry.
I mean, if they keep making the news, we're gonna talk about it. We can't help it. But here's the other thing: during the week chat, I actually found something that Xbox is actually interested in buying NetherRealm, which I thought was wild to even think about. That means Mortal Kombat would be essentially an Xbox title. But I don't see anything more about that. I think we should just treat that as a rumor until we get more concrete information.
The biggest suitor at this time.
Yeah. But
And
again, I don't see why Xbox is doing this because they've yet to turn a profit from any of these studios that they've bought so far. So why do you continue to acquire these companies?
okay,
I don't know what the end game is
well, let's
here.
look at WB's portfolio. They have the DC comics, including
Mhm.
Batman, Superman, etc. They
Right.
have Game of Thrones. They have Harry Potter. They have Lord of the Rings and a
They have a
bunch of
lot.
stuff.
They
Yeah, a
have a
bunch
lot.
of
They
stuff.
have a lot.
Cartoon Network,
Mhm.
and in addition, yeah, and Mortal Kombat. So
Mhm.
overall, that's a pretty stacked lineup of IPs. But
True. Agreed.
WB can't seem to be making anything work with it. So
Yeah,
is that
because
more
they
of an
don't respect
IP
their IPs.
problem or a WB problem? You know
It's a
what I mean?
WB problem. They don't respect their IPs, and whoever the money hats are, the people who are making the decisions, don't fully understand their fan base, don't understand their IPs, and they don't know what the fuck they're doing over there, which is why the company is going to shit.
To be honest, though, what you're saying about Microsoft is that is the one company I would rather them keep their hands off of Mortal Kombat, because I have strong feelings about Mortal Kombat as a series as a whole. I kind of feel like gore doesn't sell anymore. Like they need a new gimmick.
Because
You know what I'm saying?
the thing is because everybody's doing it now. Everybody's doing it now. So Mortal Kombat needs to. I don't know what they need to do, bro, to reinvigorate the franchise. But it's not rebooting it every fucking few years. It's really not. It's
Just
really not.
just get away from the gore. The gore is a mainstay. It has to be there, but it needs something else. It needs a new gimmick.
The biggest thing for Mortal Kombat I was going for it is the story. To be honest, it was the story. So I don't
Yeah.
know.
But if Microsoft did buy, Mortal Kombat, that would be interesting though, because it would nice.
That means they would abandon. They already abandoned Killer Instinct. So it's not like I don't even know how to think about that now
Well,
that I'm thinking
that's what I
about
was
it.
leaning into. Microsoft has proved in the past they are willing to give out their IPs and to put them in fighting games with Arbiter and General Ram. So
Hmm.
that would probably make Doom Guy and all these different, maybe what's their Perfect Dark Gal, and what are some of these other some of these other characters might make their way into Mortal Kombat. That is actually really exciting, but I don't know. Like to be
Project.
honest,
Shout out to Project in chat. He said MK1 needs to reboot already. They destroyed the game and alienate everyone, even the diehard fans, and
too
that's
many guests.
facts.
Too many
That's
guests, man.
facts,
I've
bro.
said it many times on
Why,
the
why
show.
is Ghostface in Mortal Kombat?
Too many
Why is
guests.
Ghostface in Mortal Kombat? Why is Conan in Mortal Kombat? Like, I don't care about these characters. Give me the original characters that people fell in love with.
It's supposed to be a Mortal Kombat game first, not a guest fighter with Mortal Kombat with your characters in it. It's
Mortal Kombat 1 Modern Warfare.
yeah.
Hades. That was Hades, not me.
But to be honest, what I was gonna lean into is I think it would be cool if an international studio bought up Mortal Kombat, because it's always been kind of a US based thing and not really huge in other countries, especially in Asia. It'd be kind of cool if an international studio stepped in and kind of maybe give it a breath of fresh air, like a European studio. Or
The thing is, too, they're Warner Brothers. Everything they've dropped so far has been a dud outside of Hogwarts Legacy. So before we even continue with that point, let me just read this quick little excerpt from VGC via Jordan Midler. Right. So it says Warner Bros. Discovery CEO David Zaslav says he's looking into licensing out the company's IP to non-Warner Bros. Studios to produce games. Speaking as part of the company's financial results, Zaslav discussed why he thought 2023's Hogwarts Legacy was such a success and how that can be the template for the future Warner Bros. Titles. I don't think you took a good note from that, bro, because what you said was garbage. Let's just check out what he said. One of the reasons Hogwarts Legacy was so successful and the number one game last year was that you went to Hogwarts Legacy and you entered the game and you were able to become part of the game's world, as Bob said. Okay, cool. That seems pretty,
it's kind of like duh, but yeah,
exactly. The
Yeah.
ultimate, but ultimately, I think is a big piece of where this industry is going. That creative, wait, that will create a movie, whether it's Batman or Superman or Harry Potter, and maybe there'll be TV shows, but the ability to go in that world and have that experience of spending time with the characters is something that we still own. We have 11 studios here and we have a lot of IPs, and there's also the interest among others in coming to take advantage of those IPs for gaming, which we're looking at. Okay. So I feel like based on what he said prior to this, though, almost the contrary. Because before that, he was saying Hogwarts Legacy. One of the reasons why Hogwarts Legacy was so successful, I don't remember what he said. He made this comment, and I was like,
It was
no,
self-contained. It was a self-contained world and a self-contained story, you know. And
yeah.
I think that's what he was trying to allude to, right?
Yeah, but not only that, he said something else about like Hogwarts Legacy proved that we can do live service games to some respect. I don't remember. I need to find that article. I don't want to misquote what he said, but it was
Allow
basically
me to word that a little bit better. I think what made Hogwarts so successful is it was an extension of an existing universe, the movies.
No, that's not. No, I'm not talking about that, Jerm. I'm talking about based on what he said. I'm talking about what they said prior, not about what I'm saying. I'm not saying that about Hogwarts. They said something about the why Hogwarts was successful a couple of months ago, and it was proof that they needed to dive more into live service games, right?
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
like,
they were shifting their whole model.
Right, and I'm like, why? That does not prove that. Hogwarts did not prove that. Hogwarts was a single player game, and that was the number one selling game of 2023. Let's not forget that. It was the number one selling game for 2023. A single player game.
Controversy too. Let's keep that in mind.
Right. Fake controversy, no less. But that's either here nor there, right? Because that supposed controversy didn't do anything but sell that game even more. That's really what it did.
So WB, obviously they're too big to fail and they own too many like prevalent IPs to really go under. But to be honest, like I really want to see everything they own in the hands of someone else that's actually going to do a good job with it. You know, like, and on this note of Mortal Kombat, like I really dislike the idea of console developers owning any fighting game franchise, because for fighting games to thrive, they need to be multi-platform, straight up. So yeah, like if as long as I'm open to the idea of Microsoft buys them or owns them, as long as they keep it multi-platform.
I don't think but Microsoft, you already know Microsoft is going to keep it multi-platform, because we've seen that's their trajectory moving forward. Because again, I really feel like even though I don't want that to happen, I'm pretty sure that's the direction they're heading into. They're probably just going to exclusively work with software.
Well, it seems like Microsoft, their plan is to make wherever it is you can get Game Pass. They're not concerned necessarily about platforms. They just want to whatever can load up Game Pass is where we're going to have our game at.
Exactly.
Everywhere except for PlayStation. You know? Coincidentally enough, right?
Either way, I think it's pretty smart, bro. I think that's a pretty damn good. Like the fact that you can just boot up Game Pass on your TV and just play video games is crazy.
Yeah. But Mortal Kombat, though, is an IP that is just so pop culturally relevant, at least here in North America, that it needs to stay as accessible to everyone as it can.
Agreed.
Yeah. Everything else, there's a debate there to be had, but not Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I don't think they would do. I don't think that's what they're aiming for. I really feel like Microsoft is probably acquiring all of these studios to do exactly like I said. It's to enrich the brand and just like push out more content.
You can tell if you ever see Mortal Kombat developers in an interview. You can tell like they have a what's the word? They're being muffled by WB. Like they want to do things, they want to try things, they want to do things, but they can't because their overlords WB won't let them. You know, they don't want Conan the Barbarian, but they have to. You know, it's
so apparently Mortal Kombat has some level of success still. So That's really the only profitable thing they have going for it, because so Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League actually lost them 40% of their revenue last year.
God damn.
40%.
That's why I keep saying, like, Mortal Kombat is an IP that stands on its own merit. It doesn't need all these guest characters.
That's
It really
fact.
does
Mhm.
not.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna
So-
have a guest, have it be from the DC universe. Like
That's
that
right.
is the only, ones that would make sense.
Bro, what's crazy is they even made an announcement about an Arkham game, and people lost their minds and they found out it was a VR game.
Oh God.
People were legit excited, because I was excited when I saw the Batman Arkham, and then it said VR, and I'm like, you motherfuckers.
That's hilarious.
But
We've seen that
WB
game on the
though-
podcast, though, right?
Yes, we talked about it on the podcast
Yeah, that
previously.
did not look good.
No, it
WB
didn't.
though does have some
Floating
legacy
hands,
gamers, though.
floating black hands, Heartless, floating black hands in first person.
But WB does have a legacy of some bangers though. Arkham series, what is it? Those Lord of the Rings Mordor games, right?
Shadow of Mordor, yeah, Shadow of War, Shadow of
Hogwarts.
Mordor.
They have some bangers in their library.
Yeah, but like, they need to make some more. They don't have enough. They really don't. Like, we can't even talk about Rocksteady anymore, because Rocksteady is a zombie company. The zombie company, because it's not the same team anymore. Everybody that were worth a scratch have left that team. Again,
and I
in
haven't
mid-production of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Let's not forget that.
and
The head left the team. Both of the heads.
what's
left the
the
team.
number one most prominent gaming genre right now? Souls games. I haven't really
Souls
seen
game?
WB try to drop a game like that. So it would kind of maybe they should just try their hand at that and see.
God, no.
We'll
God,
see.
no.
They'll be the company that kills the genre.
A Lord of the Rings, of the Rings, Souls like. I mean, I
Yeah.
can kind of see that. I could kind of see how that could work in like Lord of the Rings. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. But
can
they
see
just
that.
need to expand more on their DC properties, but in a good way, and not just Batman. I mentioned Superman before, but there's a lot of opportunity, in the DC universe to make good games. Look, what's that character? The Question, right? Does anyone remember
Mhm.
him? Like, you could do like a cool, like gritty detective drama with that. There's a lot of options, lots of options.
Right. All right. So, but yeah, I think we just need to just keep closer attention to what's going on here with this whole IP rental situation. I don't know if you guys saw the title of this podcast, but what it said was Borderland flops, Marathon plops, and WB games for rent. That was the title of this podcast. So
Pretty much.
yeah. Let's see what this looks like in a couple of months. Let's see how this develops.
I think
But I'd
a-
love to see somebody else take control of some of these IPs that Warner Brothers has, especially like the Batman. I don't think they're doing a great job with Batman anymore.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're doing this to keep the video games for these IPs relevant.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's then they're like, let some other people take a shot at this, and maybe we'll keep some of these IPs relevant.
Yeah, like look what happened with Spider-Man. As soon as they dragged Spider-Man out of Activision's dirty fingers, like Insomniac got it, and now we have some of the greatest games ever made. It's like it can work. It can work.
Yeah. And the thing is, with Activision and the Spider-Man situation, I felt like Activision, they actually gave Spider-Man a good start, but I don't know where along the lines they changed, bro. Because again, they were the reason why we ended up with the open world Spider-Man game,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
And then afterwards, I'm like, what happened between then and now? Like, it didn't make sense.
Well,
It didn't make sense.
it could have been hardware limitations, maybe, but
the early,
still,
I mean,
I don't know.
they were, you couldn't even touch the ground back in the earlier Spider-Mans.
Yeah.
No, you couldn't.
That was the route that they were playing with, right? And
Mhm.
I think
Spider-Man 2 is when it changed.
yeah, and you get your head kind of like stuck in like a certain way of developing once you've been developing a franchise for so many years. Sometimes it takes a fresh team to get just
Right.
start fresh.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Not only that, there were other like groundbreaking things that happened during that time because then the Arkham series came out afterwards.
And
I
two
think
speaking facts, we need that.
who says what? Those like Batman, yo, that'd be nuts. That'd be nuts. But I think, like I said, the Arkham series is kind of what gave us the new Spider-Man series,
yeah,
right?
the
Because when
combat,
the
the combat was
combat, everything
revolutionary.
changed. Everything changed after that, bro. Because then you notice a lot of people are trying to recreate the Arkham combat system because it was so good, bro. It was amazing.
Well, I also
So,
think there's also a double-edged sword to that. Is I think Arkham really ushered in like this age, like you're doing something, you're in the world, and then someone's
mhm,
talking on a comm in your ear the whole time. I
right.
like that, but I also hate it because a lot of times I'll be trying to play the game and I miss what the hell they said, and there's no way to play it again. But it's that's just me complaining.
Yeah. We have some games that actually stop whenever there's like some like events happen. If an event happens, the conversation stops, and once the event is over, they'll pick right back. So, like I was saying, and then they go right back into it. That's freaking fire if they can pull that off.
But the big issue with that separated Activision with the way Spider-Man is now is too many movie related titles. Too many of trying to do
Mhm.
that cash grab. And once that stopped, the games were actually able to flourish in the way the characters are meant to be intended.
Right.
So
I
that was the right way.
I think that's kind of one of the reasons why we haven't seen any gameplay of even like the new Wolverine game, because they I feel like they're having a hard time hammering the identity of that game, like what that game should look like. And I feel like it's gonna look pretty similar to the X-Men Origins Wolverine game.
Yeah.
Because there's no other direction you can go besides that. With Wolverine, I feel like that is the best framework for a Wolverine game. I don't know if you guys have ever played it. Heartless, I don't know if you ever played the Wolverine game, but I think that's the best framework you can have for a Wolverine game. Right? Like just like how the open world Spider-Man is the best framework for a Spider-Man game,
Yeah.
I think that was the best framework for a Wolverine game. And
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what you're trying to do, but apparently the game is supposedly open world. I don't think you need to make this game open world. Wolverine should not be not every game should be an open world game. Wolverine is not that kind of hero anyways either. He's not the kind of guy that goes around town and does side missions. No, he doesn't do that. This man he kills people, bro.
I agree.
Wolverine
We need
people.
to find the framework to make a good Superman game, though.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. I already told you guys mine. So
I'm on record here on this show saying
right?
what I think would make a good Superman game.
Not every game should be open world.
Yeah,
and I know a lot of people, because I've seen reports about like the leaks from the Wolverine game, and based on what people have broken down from what they've seen from the footage, that is what they're going for. It's open world because it looks like he's doing like roof to roof traversal. I'm like, why the fuck is Wolverine doing roof to roof traversal?
Let's just say not every game needs to be open world, like say a Zelda. But I think every game needs to have open exploration. And let me explain.
Not every game needs open exploration. Like I
need
said,
to be able
X-Men,
to go from one place to the place, maybe within levels or within hubs, freely.
Yeah, that hub idea. I like the hub idea. Yes, I like that idea.
You don't need to be, climbing up the walls with Wolverine's claws to get from one point to point B. You don't need that in every game. You don't need it to be those big sandbox experiences for every game. It just doesn't need that,
Mm-hmm.
I actually think that takes away. It really does, especially from a traversal perspective.
Yeah, so I hope they can hammer that down with Wolverine. Like, I really want this Wolverine game to be successful. We've not seen another Wolverine game since, and we need to see that. Yes. That needs to be like,
but if there's
right
any
there on the money
that can do it, it's Insomniac.
Yeah, but I really feel like there's no way, because I don't know if they're trying to reinvent the wheel here or what they're trying to do, but there has to be a reason why we haven't seen gameplay. And I feel like it's because they're having a hard time to figure out what the game should look like. Am I making sense?
I think also maybe Sony's waiting for their next console reveal. You know what I mean? They're
Think so?
waiting to get closer to that. Because we reported on it many times. They are cooking up something. We don't know what, but we know they're cooking up something. Either
I
a
know we should
console
see it.
release
We could see a new console by the latest
or
2026.
maybe a refresh on the PlayStation 5. You know what I mean? Like we know they're cooking up something. What that is, we can't
But
confirm or
isn't
deny
the
it.
PlayStation? No, the PlayStation Pro was already announced. So unless that's what they would do it, they would announce it alongside the Pro or like later once the Pro is fully out, then they would
Yeah,
do
so I
something like
think
that.
maybe they're waiting. Like Microsoft, Xbox has had a big year. They've had overall a pretty solid year with some announcements and what they have looking forward to. Maybe
Mhm.
Sony's just waiting. They're waiting for that, for when that kind of wind blows over, and then they can be like, oh, we have Bloodborne and we have Wolverine, and that'll
Mhm.
just get them back into people talking about them again.
What
So
Jerm? Off record, did you see the Wolverine links?
the
The
leaks.
Wolverine,
Yeah,
yeah.
I saw
Did
a
you see
little
that?
bit of it. The game looks cool.
Yeah,
I mean, I like the direction. I really do.
yeah. All right.
Um,
But speaking of leaks, that's the only reason why I did that segue.
Oh God.
that's thing though.
All Black Ops 6 campaign cutscenes leaked online via Insider Gaming. So this is Insider Gaming reported this news recent. Was it today? I think it was. Yeah, it was. No, it was 2 days ago. So all Black Ops campaign cutscenes leaked online, which is wild to even think about. People have even had videos up on Twitter. It's crazy. This is nuts. The entirety of Black Ops 6 campaign, which means the entire game is spoiled.
Yeah,
Entire game spoiled.
that's trash.
Yeah, I
What a
hate
shame.
this. I really hate it when that happens. Like,
The
why even leave
entirety,
it
yeah,
out?
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all right, this is coming from Insider Gaming. Like I said, the entirety of Black Ops 6 campaign has been leaked online over 2 months before the game's official release. The campaign has been uploaded to X, formerly Twitter, by user. I'm not gonna give this dude any kind of accreditation. Fuck him. According to our sources and rumors circulating the internet, the campaign cutscenes were extracted from the beta build of Black Ops 6, which began to leak earlier this week. Wait a minute. This is not the first time people have found shit in the source code of the beta, because essentially what they do is with the beta, when they send out the actual full game, then they just lock off parts of that game within the beta, which I think is so fucking stupid.
I agree.
And that's how people go into the source code and find shit. That's what data mining is. That's how they find these things within these games. How does that make sense? Like, why are you guys doing this? You need to find a better way to like make demos, bro, if that's the case. You need to.
Yeah, nah, that's crazy.
You can watch the cutscenes below. I can't even believe these guys are actually putting that shit up.
Like, I think, like, with this keeps going on, we're gonna stop getting demos on betas for games. And
Yeah,
that's
I can see
ridiculous.
it happening. I can really see that happening, but I think it's so stupid that people. It's just like I don't know, bro. Like they need to figure out another way to show these things off. I know you guys are probably like it's wishful thinking. Maybe people won't mess with it, but these guys exist, and you know that. You know these people exist. So why would you put your beta out in this state,
Yeah.
knowing
And
that that's able to happen?
like, why would you put yourself on the chopping block of such powerful companies? These companies don't play. They're gonna find out who you are.
No. A lot of these, no, they don't have to. Jerm,
Yeah.
they don't have to. That's crazy. They don't have to.
Well, because
They
when you
really
do
don't
stuff
have
like
to.
this, you break a user agreement, so they can come after you. They can come after you. Like,
No,
why?
but a lot of these guys that do these things. Think about every time like you see data mines go out in the public. A lot of them they don't find those guys. They don't find them. A lot of these people don't get found
That's a
unless you're
shame.
stupid and you want to get popular. That's when you try to take credit for it, and then that's your ass. A lot of these guys are not trying to take credit for that shit. They just put it out there.
It's still an annoying life to live. Like you have
It
to
is.
cover up your
It is.
tracks, like why? It's not worth it. It's just a game.
Bro,
Huh.
and it's I don't even care about the companies. I'm thinking about the people that put in work day in day out to develop these fucking games, bro. And
Especially if
then
it was a brilliant plot twist. It's shame of those writers,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, again, this is Call of Duty. There's not going to be much plot. Well, you know what? Let me take that back because I actually like the Black Ops. I actually like Black Ops. Let me take that back. But yeah, still, that's still messed up, bro.
But let's talk about Call of Duty here for a moment. Call of Duty has a history of fuck the
Hades is
campaign,
like,
and it's all about the
wait,
gameplay. For some
wait, I
reason,
gotta shed light on this. Wait, Jared,
the game is 400 gigs, but there's only like a 2-hour campaign. Like, what
it
the
doesn't
fuck?
because everything is in co-op. Everything is on online. It's on the multiplayer. But I gotta shed light on this. So Hades says, I'm sure the gameplay is nothing like the last 23 CODs.
But why? But why are the games 400 gig? That's what I don't grab my hind around. There's a game like, I don't know, like World of Warcraft probably isn't even that large. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't get it. Why they're always so big.
The
World of
Omni
Warcraft's like
movement.
16 gigs.
It's like it feels unnecessary. But
I'd love to get back into World of Warcraft. I used to love that game back in the day, bro. I just kind of grew out of it.
If Blizzard wasn't such a disgusting company, I would. If I had a gaming PC, I would probably try it. But we'll see.
COD is bloatware. I agree. But there's no reason, bro. This game, when I checked before I deleted it, it was 250 gigs, and I'm like, no,
that's crazy.
I'm like, no, I'm not keeping this shit on my bye. I'm not doing it.
Why? What about that game needs that much space,
bro? Red Dead is 100 and something gigs, and that I think is justifiable with Red Dead because Red Dead is such a massive game. There's so much shit you can do in the game.
Experience. It's a massive solo player experience. You know that
right?
Totally makes sense.
So that I totally get, but COD, bro, nah, y'all, you guys need to stop. Meanwhile, what's it get? X Defiant. I have X Defiant. It's not even hitting 100 yet. It's not even at 80. I think it's not at 80 gigs.
Remember when I said I thought Final Fantasy VII was probably going to be the first like 1 terabyte game, which probably by the time all 3 of them come out, it might be the case.
Yeah,
but that game's only like 180, something like that. It's 180 gigs. The Rebirth, yeah, it's like 180 like gigs. It's not that. I mean, it's a lot less than I expected.
That's so much though.
Yeah. But granted, that game has fully like lots of high fidelity cutscenes and all sorts of cool stuff going for it. But still, COD ain't got none of that. So I don't get it.
I don't know, bro. So Danny said in the chat, Modder's putting out an MW2 remaster like next week. Looks sick. Okay, that's fire though. Speaking of, did you guys know that they had what was it, Fallout London? That was a fan mod. They rebuilt Fallout from the ground up. I think it was Fallout 4, but they made it. It's a London mod, but you have to have the GOG. You know, the same thing that Reaper mentioned. That's where you have to download it from. It's free, as long as you have 4. As long as you have Fallout 4, you can download the mod on GOG, and it just basically changes the entire game into this brand new game, bro.
That's crazy.
The game looks amazing.
Modding community has gotten really strong.
Yeah. Yes. I think recently they just put they gave modders the ability to mod Doom on Steam. So that's gonna be some crazy shit soon.
And I can understand why companies are having trouble trying to find profits because the gamers are just doing it themselves, So it's but game developers hire these people. Let them make games for you. I mean, why,
that's a problem. Oh, there's a lot of talent out there. Too bad Fallout 4 update broke all the mods. Really?
Yeah.
Really it does? I don't think so. It breaks the London mod? I don't think it does.
Any non-approved mods, non-supported mods. It wipes all that away. You don't have, and you have to, so.
Yeah, it was created after that. The London mod was created recently. Just recently dropped.
But the Fallout franchise seems to be back in the public eye, so like it's
The
time
show's
for
great.
something new. Fallout 76 is like forget that game. It's time for a new one. Fallout 5, where are you?
Bro, the mod got a 4 out of 5 rating, bro. The fuck, bro. Has its own official website as well. This is crazy, bro. I have to show you guys this trailer.
And also want to put a PSA out there, guys. Be very careful when you're clicking into news about leaks in games. It's very common if it's not like an approved website, like this, like IGN or something like that. There might be viruses attached to that shit, so just be careful. Be careful where you're getting these leaked news. Just be PSA out there.
Mhm.
Don't let your PC get AIDS.
Bro, check this shit out. This is a mod. Heartless, this is a mod.
Yeah, I'm watching.
And this game got modded from the ground up. It's a complete overhaul.
That's crazy.
That is really nice.
Is it even a mod or just a new game?
It's a new game at that point.
But they probably use that building feature. I mean, you know how Fallout you can make like your own vault? It looks like they modded that and made a whole game out of it.
Because it's the same length as the map of the original Fallout, but it's just restructured essentially. Because they just built on top of it.
You know, that's interesting. Like Fallout has always been in United States for the most part. It'd be kind of cool to see what the rest of the world is doing, because according to Fallout lore, it was a nuclear war, right, between China and United States. So what's Europe doing this whole time? Are they like this? Or are they just normal? You know what I mean? It'd be interesting to see.
This looks bro, look at this. This just looks so amazing to me, bro. To know that this was made not even by developers, that these were fans that made this mod, bro. This is nuts.
Yeah, it is. I want to see the gameplay though. Oh, this is.
It's partial gameplay because
It
most
is.
of this is like,
it's from the gameplay, yeah. But I want to see like
you want to say? Oh
it looks like this is all in engine.
It's all in engine. Game looks. I'm trying to see if I can find gameplay. Oh, here we go. So that's gameplay.
I honestly feel like I would enjoy playing a Fallout game.
I feel so too. I think I told myself I was gonna give it and Bioshock a shot.
I have Fallout 4, the game of the
year.
year.
I've never played any Bioshock games. I'm not a fan of any Bioshock, so I wanna make a video as someone who's never been a Bioshock fan, writing about Bioshock.
I have all those, the 1, 2, and Infinite.
Oh shit.
What I like about Fallout is definitely the setting. I've always enjoyed the setting of Fallout games.
Whoever did this really loves Fallout, bro. You have to really have a passion for this to do this and not get paid.
Yeah.
This looks amazing, bro.
I mean, maybe you don't get paid, but they definitely are now recognized, and
exactly
do a job wherever they want.
This is how you get paid. You showcase. You got to suffer for your art. You showcase your work to eventually get the big job. You know.
2D art. They even made their own like 2D art within the world, bro. Like to put on like the walls and stuff. That's nuts, bro. Who is this person, bro? I need to try to Fallout and Bioshock myself. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play both.
I would like to see Fallout 3 kind of come back in some form.
I'm trying to get gameplay so Heartless can see it. I don't see any. I think they're just only like showing off the world. Yeah. I think they're just showing off like the world and just like how things look. This looks very fascinating though. I'd play this.
I'd play this too, straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fallout. In this terms of game preservation, like buy your
At
games
the
physical as
Discord.
much as you can.
Yeah, bro.
Cool. All right, we'll save this for next week so we can cover it proper. Yeah, we'll save that for next week because that's a doozy bit of news. Preview, guys. Apparently, there's been some news surrounding the IP, the Hi-Fi Rush IP, and with Tango Gameworks. So yeah, we got some breaking news. We'll go over next week. That's freaking awesome. Bookmark this.
We could actually post this on the Reddit.
Yeah, we'll do that too.
Post this on Reddit.
All right. That's wow. Now you got me all hyped up for Fallout. Why do you do this to me, Cash? I already have
bro.
a backlog. The game looks dope. But I'm really intrigued about the story around Europe and different parts of the world for Fallout because I don't know if lore has ever addressed what other sections of the world's going through during that nuclear apocalypse. It would make sense that other countries wouldn't be as hardly impacted, but I don't know. It would be interesting to see what twist they would.
Wait. This is breaking news, actually, Jerm.
Yeah,
Hold up.
just came out.
Yeah, Amsterdam, Netherlands, August 12, 2024. Crafton Inc. today welcome the talented people of Tango Gameworks to their team, marking an exciting moment in the company's global expansion and the first significant investment in the Japanese video game market. This is actually pretty dope, bro. 'Cause that means chances are we can see more of Hi-Fi Rush.
No, this is
and let's not forget the Evil Within. And I'm a big fan of the Evil Within franchise. So this is actually pretty
good
big
news for those folks. It's good to see that they're.
We're gonna dive more into this next week, guys, because we're actually at the almost the end of our show. Yeah, we don't really want to dive any further into this because we're actually at the rapid fire section of our show.
I think that's interesting.
Yeah, we can.
It's good to see. We'll dive more into that next week, but it's good to see that talent is landing in other industries. You're staying in gaming. I love to see it. Love to see it.
All right.
So rapid fire this week. We got Sega has announced that they're going to be doing announcing a new game at Gamescom 2024. That is going on next week. They haven't said what the IP is going to be, but based upon insider information, it looks like it's not Sonic. So that's good. So that's kind of cool that Sega's cooking up something new. But a lot of people have been asking for Virtua Fighter from Sega for a long time, but I don't think they would announce Virtua Fighter at this. It doesn't even make sense. Virtua Fighter is so niche, so I don't think it'll be Virtua Fighter. So it'll be interesting to see what it is. And then Prince of Persia, we already talked about this earlier, Heartless, but we're going to throw that reminder out there.
It's very nice.
The Lost Crown is now officially on Steam, and it's on for 40% off, so you have no more excuses.
Introductory price on Steam.
And news out of Sony Santa Monica, they have really announced that they are making a new their first new IP in almost 20 years. So yes, they're cooking up something new. I wonder if it'll be God of War related or it'll just be, something totally new for them. And then news out of news from around the world. The country of Turkey has banned Roblox in their country, stating that they are doing it so according to their constitution, the state is obliged to take necessary measures to ensure the protection of our children. So apparently there's a lot of predators, I guess, online on Roblox, and they're banning it from their country altogether.
Oh wow. Not only that, there were other things that were found during that as well. I think they made even a Kim Kardashian sex tape in Roblox, if I'm not mistaken.
So
bro.
I don't see the
Listen,
appeal of Roblox. Personally, it seems like a weird game, but
it's a kid. It's a kid's game. It's a kid's game. It's really for kids.
Roblox is banned in Turkey. We'll see where that goes. And then a new game called Console Wars has been announced. It says a Console Wars, a new card game published by gaming outlet Xbox Era. Apparently, it's some kind of game, like a card building, deck building game where it has like a bunch of gaming and console trivia in it. So that's kind of interesting. And Capcom.
I would play that. I would actually play that card game.
Yeah.
I feel like I would kill in this game right now, bro.
Well, I think it's kind of cool to see gaming culture expand. I'm for it. I'm all for it.
Like when it comes to stuff like that, like when it comes to like pop culture stuff, like movies and stuff like that, because I play Taboo. So there's a specific part of Taboo that they have that is called like movies and TV type shit, and I always kill. I'm always like killing. So we were at Defender North, and they had this like question. They had this segment during Defender North. They were asking me a bunch of questions. I only failed one question. One question.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
see, this is why we have a gaming podcast. We should buy a copy of that game and see some of the
play
questions
it on Steam.
on the show. That'd be cool.
Yes, that'd be cool. I'm gonna get it.
Let's do it.
Reaper, don't laugh. Reaper was there. He saw the whole thing too with the questions. Yeah, bro.
So, and then Capcom. This is actually news we've been sitting on for a couple of weeks since around Evo weekend, but we just had so many other things to cover. But a few weeks ago, we had kind of had a discussion about what the future of Mega Man would be, and Capcom actually addressed that. And they said what they have planned for Mega Man is Mega Man is quoted in a 41st Ordinary General Shareholders Meeting. The Mega Man is one of our most highly valued IPs. Are we considering how to create games for it on an ongoing basis? So what that means to me is probably live service. Sounds like Mega Man is probably coming to live service, but that's my opinion. But Mega Man, they said they're looking to find ways to integrate franchises more with the franchise more regularly. So yeah, it sounds like probably it's destined for the live action treatment or the live service treatment. Oh, that's interesting. And then Meta, formerly known as Facebook, they closed Ready at Dawn, the studio behind Echo VR. I am unfamiliar with this studio. I don't really know anything about them, but Maury seems to know about them. Too bad he's not here to comment about it. But it's a VR. They're making a VR game, but apparently it's now closed.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about this studio. I'm not familiar with any of their projects.
I'm not familiar with them either, but I'll look more into it. Guys, just expect a video on either the YouTube channel or TikTok this week.
I'm gonna be real. Of Maury, since it's his story, we'll just carry it over to next week and we'll see what Maury had to say.
There's that as well. I don't know if Maury's coming back to streaming this week or the following week.
We need him on the streams.
Yeah.
Yes, we need him back on the streams, bro. We need you back, bro. Hurry up.
If you want a 2XKO code, follow the Twitter. And then the rumor mill makes a return. It's been away for a couple weeks, but we finally have some news for it. So Fortnite insiders have claimed that there's a Kingdom Hearts collab and then a Disney item store coming. There's actually some footage that has been leaked about the Disney store, and it seems like it has a lot of X-Men stuff in it and different Disney IPs like that. So that's kind of cool. Well, I don't play Fortnite, but that's kind of cool if you're into that. And then Cyberpunk 2027 sequel says it was rumored to contain a multiplayer feature. So that's also cool news coming out of Cyberpunk. Yeah. That's it for that. For the rumor. It's good to see some rumors again because we didn't have any for a while.
Also, Simpsons are coming to Fortnite. That was recently today. Yeah, Simpsons are coming to Fortnite.
They're a Disney property, so that makes sense.
Right.
But
Black Myth Wukong is going to be 40 hours long. So it's a week's worth of a day job.
Are you good about? Are you happy with that number? That seems a little
I'm not.
light
I'm not.
for a
It's
$70
40 to 50 to 100% completion.
game. We're talking platinum, like straight up 100%.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a little light. I'm
Yeah.
a bit concerned now.
it is. It is. But
Yo,
DLCs are also will be coming apparently. So there's also that. So yeah.
I like my RPGs to take about 100 hours.
Damn.
It depends on the goal. If that is 40 hours of solid like narrative,
Yeah, some people are actually okay with 40 hours though, Heartless.
Prez
So
is
I
okay
think
with
that's more
40 hours.
preference. See? So it's more of a preference. It's more of a
But if
preference.
that also includes like everything else you can do in the game, like all the side stuff, that's a little bit of a disappointing number for me.
We have to watch this video though.
Ooh, who's this?
This is Shanghai winning the Street Fighter 6 esports World Cup. This is his victory speech. We have to watch it. Who has seen this victory speech?
I can't even play. It's because I don't think they're gonna. The chat's gonna hear the audio.
Are you trying to comment on his English, how poor it is? Because I've heard a lot of people slapping his English.
No, I don't know. No. I think it was a great speech. You can't play that, unfortunately.
No, I can't play it because the audio won't come off for some reason.
All right, chat. Make sure y'all click that link and watch that.
Is this not
chat,
setting
click
up
the
for
link.
something poetic in the future? Punk just won Evo, and now Xiaohai just won Esports World Cup. There is a clash of titans getting ready to prepare.
Yo, I just hate that this dude won 300,000 and Punk only won like what 20,000. Like, and it's supposed to be the most prestigious event, and he didn't win it. He didn't win that much money.
Right, exactly. I can see that. You're right.
20,000
is still a lot of money though, but like I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
compared to this, that's a shit ton of money.
They are preparing for a clash of titans because they already kind of don't like each other. So get prepared for jabs for the rest of the competitors.
Nah, they made up.
They did.
Oh, really?
But they're friends. But when CPT comes around again, we'll see where that goes. You know they're gonna try to spin that around to get news coverage. It's just how it goes.
Right. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this week. That was a pretty good show, guys.
Yeah, let's go. Great to have the whole gang about it. Fumari had to cut out early, but we'll follow up with him. He's got some personal stuff he's taking care of, but we wish him the best.
What do you think the question of the week should be, guys?
I think it should be what games we want in the esports Olympics.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. That's a very good question. I love that.
Yeah, that's why I put it there. I was like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be a great question for the audience. And plus it being the closing ceremony today, it's actually probably going on right now, actually. So I think it's perfect timing for a question.
Hold up. So before that, this is what we actually had for our question of the week last week, guys. So we asked, what's your favorite Capcom franchise? Majority vote was Resident Evil, which I didn't.
Whoa, what is that? 60%?
I actually expected it.
I'm not surprised, but
not one person voted Devil May Cry or Monster Hunter. It's crazy.
I am
or Mega Man.
Not even Pinksy voted for Monster Hunter.
That's crazy.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
And even Blaze Inferno kind of chimed in, and he says Resident Evil and nothing else comes close besides Street Fighter.
But Pinksy, where were you? Like, I would have expected you to at least be one vote from Monster.
Right.
I'm really shocked, because I know you were here last week when we posted that question.
So. Right. He probably missed it. Guys, it's not too late. Y'all still can go on and vote.
Yeah.
It probably will change. If it changes, we can highlight it next week as well.
Yeah.
But go check it out. Go vote.
There's a reason why Resident Evil's sold like 100 million copies throughout its series life. It's
right.
For sure.
It's the GOAT right now.
Oh, facts. 100%. 100%. So this is our community section chat. We're going to post it in the chat right now. Please go over there. If you are not following the Gamer Actual YouTube channel, please go do that as well. We would really appreciate it. We're trying to grow over there. We're currently at 43. We've been growing with steadily, like slowly but surely, we're going up there.
Consistency, baby.
Yeah, bro. We've been consistent for 25 weeks.
Yeah. I didn't shout that out at the top of the show. 25 weeks we have been doing.
25 weeks. That's
Wow.
wild to even think about. We might be having a guest next week, by the way, guys. Just to
Yo,
let you guys know.
next week we'll be at half a year of doing this consistently. 6 months.
6
Yeah.
months. Yep.
So we are now officially no longer a baby podcast. We are now reaching toddler age. You know, we're going places.
All right. And we're getting like pretty good views on some of our videos. I'm gonna be real. Like, I like it. I like the engagement that we're getting over there. We just need to start doing more clips. But if anybody wants to be a part of our team, just let us know.
Yes.
The more help we get, the better, bro. The more help we get, the better.
Just another reminder: if anyone was not able to get into the
Somebody voted DMC just now.
If somebody was not able to get into the 2XKO Alpha Lab, just follow the X Element Twitter here, retweet and like, tag 2 friends. You get a chance to get in and get a code before it's over.
You said what game should be included? What game should be?
What game should be included at the Esports Olympics? The winner for the 2XKO giveaway will be announced 8 p.m. Pacific on Tuesday.
Wait, esports? Why is that incorrect?
Esports
I know why. It just doesn't recognize it. Esports as like an actual word. All right. So I'll just leave it as is. And what are the options? Are we giving it?
Well, can we limit it to 1 game per genre, or we just want to just list games? Because
what do you want to do?
For fighting, I vote Street Fighter straight up. But there's an argument to be made for Tekken. So
I agree, but I vote Street Fighter still.
Yeah,
I would vote Street Fighter too, but I think Tekken would probably make more sense.
Well, Tekken, as it being a 3D fighter, does it qualify as its own category? You know, like there's also the debate to be had there. You know,
Chat, what do you think? Hades says Halo 2.
Let's go with it. Halo. Let's just put Halo as a series.
Just put Halo, yeah. What else?
Overwatch.
Chat, we're asking you as well. Feel free to chime in. Overwatch, actually, yeah, because it's a good
is that its own genre? Is that its own thing? Overwatch.
Yeah, it's a hero shooter.
Okay, we'll go Overwatch.
And it's a team-based game as well. So Overwatch, Counter-Strike, or Overwatch or Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike.
And then let's throw an RTS in there. So like, what are some of the main ones? StarCraft, Age of Mythology.
Are those PvP?
Yes.
President Carter says Rocket League.
Yes.
Okay, yes. So Rocket League, and then
one from each viewer, because we got one from Hades.
You should change the question. You should change the question.
What should it be?
It's what game should not be left out. So it's if you had to pick one to not be left out.
Not be left out?
Yeah.
Because as of right now, they haven't announced any of these titles.
No, because you got to understand. This way right now, I would look at this and I would want to pick multiple answers. You see what I'm saying? But if the question was framed, what game could not be left out? It's, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, I got to pick the one that matters the most to me.
Or how about who would you vote?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, okay. So then what genre have we not covered? We got RTS. Racing's already included. I listed that in Gran Turismo earlier. So we don't need to include a racing game.
Not a title. Say again? Need for Speed? Forza?
No.
Gran Turismo is already included in the list I said earlier. So racing's already represented.
Oh, Gran Turismo's in there?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. All right, that's not it then. So Street Fighter, Halo, Overwatch, Rocket League. Give me another one, chat.
Well, the last 2 are RTS and really platformers. Those are the 2 not represented right now.
Flappy Bird.
How about I vote StarCraft. That's my vote. It's probably the premier competitive RTS game.
Okay. Oh wow. Hades says versus platformer. What's a versus platformer?
Like Fallout, like Fall Guys.
Fall Guys.
Or I vote for Super Monkey Ball.
I don't.
Or,
Wow. Yeah. So you said I'll go with what you just said, Jerem. What was it?
StarCraft or Super Monkey
Mhm.
Ball.
No. StarCraft. StarCraft.
StarCraft.
We go StarCraft. The chat ain't giving us anything. Olympic 64 speedrunner. Super Mario? Nah. No. We're not doing Mario.
Can you add a sixth one? Let's just throw Mario
You
Kart in
can.
there. Let's
You
throw
can't
Mario.
add. You can't add a 6 one in there.
Ugh. It feels
It's
a
only
shame.
5.
It feels a
Only
shame to
5.
leave Mario Kart off.
So chat, we're gonna post it right now. Go cast your votes, and we'll talk about it next week. If you're still thing, we can actually look at the question of the week from last week again over here as well. Again, DMC is at 11%, Resident Evil 56, Street Fighter 33. Yeah, so
Still,
See, the
no
way we
mantra.
frame the question now, it's like you have to decide. Like,
right.
like do we pick Street Fighter or StarCraft? Because one of them got to be in there.
Right.
I think Rocket League, honestly, Rocket League.
Out of everything we listed here, probably Rocket League has the best chance.
Yeah. So, Project, listen to me. Are you in a rush, Cash? Are you in a rush? Because I would just like to go grab some food and come back before we do that.
No, I'm not, because I need to go do
Work?
something as well. No.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh,
No.
I see.
No. I declined to answer. But anyways, do what you gotta do, bro, and I'll be here. So
I think this is a pretty solid list. I mean, it seems like most competitive genres are represented right here. Rocket League for sure, though, that's probably going to be the one that makes it to the actual games.
Yeah.
There's some
because it's there's no I think it's just one of those games that you can see how it can be a part of like a competitive league.
One of those games that's so easy to understand. And
not only that, a lot of these games are like Street Fighter. They could be considered as like violent. So Street Fighter, Halo, when it comes to like mainstream, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But that Rocket League is probably going to be the only one that.
And it's also kind of neutral in terms of just like the cars don't look like real cars. You know what I mean? It's just it's very neutral from an IP perspective. It's just kind of there, and it's fun to watch. It's hype as it's hype, yeah. And the world loves soccer, so it's got that going for it too.
But yeah, that's pretty good. All right, so guys, that's the question of the week. Please go answer it. Please go answer it. Thank y'all. Love y'all for that.
This is my time to shine.
Yes, Heartless. It is.
All right, listen up, guys. Y'all know this is the most important moment of the show, so I need all attention on me. Just kidding. Anyways, before we do this, shout out to Cash, Maury, and Germ. As always, they're putting on an amazing show, and I'm just happy to be here. And shout out to the viewers. You guys are amazing, and all the chatting and like the conversations is really good. I appreciate the engagement. And it's time for these affiliate links, baby. Y'all know the deal. The first one is Origin PC. Are you guys trying to build the ultimate gaming PC? Then look no further than Origin PC. They're an award-winning PC building company, whether you're a gamer or a professional gamer. Origin PC has you covered. Check them out by clicking the link in the show notes or the description of this podcast. And also this is an affiliate link, so any qualifying purchase will result in us getting a commission and no extra cost to you. The second one we have is GameFly. Are you looking for the ultimate gaming experience without breaking the bank? With GameFly, you can rent discs hassle-free, dive into unlimited gaming, and snag great deals on used games and movies. Use GameFly to check out games you're not so sure about, and once you've decided, you can buy it outright at a discounted price or send it back with no problem. You want to pause your subscription? That's not an issue. You can do that at any time because GameFly makes it easy to check out games on your terms. Just click the link in the affiliate link in the show notes to get started. I am messing these up. Anyways, next one, Fanatical. Fanatical is the one-stop shop for over 1 million passionate gamers like you. Whether you're craving the latest quadruple A title, hunting for indie gems, or searching for incredible deals on your favorite games, Fanatical has you covered. With a massive selection and unbeatable prices, you are sure to get your gaming fix. Just click the link in the show notes of this podcast. And that concludes the affiliate links. Thank you, guys.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Youngster Joseph, what's good? Welcome in. Welcome in, yo. How are you? You came in at the tail end of our podcast,
That's
bro. How's your night going?
crazy. At least it
At
came,
the
though.
tail end,
Pause.
right?
Yes, sir. Great to see you. Be sure to shout out that's where his channel is where the 2XKO code is going to be announced on Tuesday at 8 o'clock Pacific. So
That's
help
what's
this
up.
man to follow if you want a chance to win.
Guys, before we even go, I want you guys to remember we also have a Patreon. We're trying to get the numbers up on the Patreon. We currently have 3 subscribers on Patreon.
Shout out
We're
to those
trying
legends.
to get to 10. Shout outs to them. We're trying to get to 10. Because we want to do a watch party over there on the Patreon. If we get to 10, we're doing a watch party. We're going to watch the most ridiculously, disgustingly dumb video game adaptation on stream. So, but we only can do it on Patreon. You know what I mean? So sign up. Let's get this shit going. And you guys can come watch with us as well. It's going to be a fun time. But anyways,
And,
that's the link.
I also want to put on your guys' radar.
Mhm.
Concord drops on August 23rd, which is in about 2 weeks from today.
Please, guys.
We know that Maury is going to go hard on that game. So
we don't want him left alone. Please get the game for Maury.
Please show him the support when he does his reveal stream on the game. We want to show him the support because he's really standing behind that game. I don't see it personally, but I'm not going to slander the game.
What kind of support is that?
Yeah, I think
he said we want to show him support. Proceeds to immediately do the opposite.
We want to show support to the homie, and I think the game's going to be cool.
Concord.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro.
I think I'm less there for the game, and I'm more there for the entertainment that Maury's going to put on us because we know he's a character.
So, he's going to put a show. This man's going to put on a show. The game's not even that expensive. I think it's going to be $40. It's not a $60 game.
And I could see if the game does pop off a little bit, you can say, he champions the game, and you could say it started there with him, really,
Yeah, bro. So, guys, thank you guys again. Tonight was fun, as always. Right now, we are going to raid out to Jake Witching, which is somebody that we're trying to actually get on the show as well. He's
very nice.
Good. Very knowledgeable about the gaming world as well. So it should be a fun time. We're going to hop on over there and send him some love. Tell him the boys over at Gamer Actual sent ya. Wait. Okay,
much love to everybody. Thank you guys. And make sure to check out
you guys are amazing.
Germ stream, my stream, more stream, and I'm gonna
all the other streams.
Catch you guys later,
bro. Peace out. Have a good night.
Love y'all. Bring Soul Copper back.
This man says, can we shout out Maury? Yes, we will. Give me a second. Let me shout him out. Please give Maury the follow.
I reverberate what I said. Bring Soul Calibur back.
Oh shit, that's crazy, Arliss. That was kind of fun. That was an amazing episode. I feel like again, I'm gonna keep saying it. We keep having some amazing shows, bro.
I like. It was kind of a dud news-wise this week. Are we still live?
Yeah, we're still live. We haven't rated out yet.
The news wasn't as good as it's been in previous weeks, but I think we turned it into an exciting episode, nonetheless.
Right. All right, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be streaming tomorrow, and we'll see you guys next week for the pod. Have a good night. Love y'all. Peace. Bye.
Peace out. He's playing Jack and Daxter. That's what's up.